Alrighty, another exciting adventure of the Saga of Stonegate. I am Mike, the GM, and here are our players and their dramatis persona. Let's start with...
Hi, I am Larissa. I am playing Arlen Cadmus, the Water Genasi sorcerer, and her favorite color is verdant green.
I'm Tim, and I'm playing Holt Arden, the halfling shepherd druid, and his favorite color is sheep's wool white. Interesting.
I'm Kylan, playing Avrael Arcat, the swashbuckler Oath of Vengeance paladin, and his favorite color is red.
Like the blood of his enemies. The fury that burns inside.
Color of angry men.
I'm Chuck. I play Elias Blaze, the Satyr Bard, and Elias's favorite color is all of the colors that he weaves together to paint a picture.
Okay.
You like it.
I'm Trevor, playing Jethro the Goliath lumberjack, and I believe his favorite color is probably brown.
Like trees.
Yeah.
I'm Jody, and I play Saga of Stonegate, and my favorite color is a bright yellow-orange flame that I use for cooking all my baked goods.
Did you say my favorite color is the smell of gunpowder? Wait, that's not a color.
Synesthesia.
Alrighty. That brings us back to combat. I think we had just finished a round, so I hope everybody remembers their initiative.
I have it written down. So at the top of the round, we have Avriel at 22.
We'll go ahead and make a little taxi poo on these guys.
Alright, what you do?
You're gonna tax him.
Tax
I'm
them.
gonna tax them. Y'all getting taxed. Definitely.
Cheese tax.
Ooh, that's a crit to start.
Boom.
Hey.
Alright.
That's what
No,
we're
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I am here for.
Well, man.
Yeah. So that's. Ooh, wow. Dang, I'm hot tonight. We're killing this guy.
Good day.
Um,
Is this magic damage, by the way?
yeah, magical piercing.
Alright, cool.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 4 is 14 plus another 1 because of the dagger. It's going to be 15 piercing.
Okay.
Well, hang on, that's just what was rolled though. That's not the whole crit thing.
Right, okay, go ahead.
Let's see the sneak attack. So that's 15 plus 6.
So hot dice.
11, so 26. Yeah, hot dice tonight. Hot dice. Probably gonna need it. Till we fight the boss and I'll roll, nat ones.
Yeah,
So 21. And then, so plus another 12 just from the dagger.
33.
So 33
Wow,
plus
that's a good roll.
another 12. So for the sneak attack, 45.
45.
But wait, there's more.
There would be. It seems like they're immune to smites, so
Yeah.
maybe not.
I'm not going to do the radiant smite.
Oh, another attack. That's what I'm saying.
I'm about to
That's
do
good.
another swing. Is he still alive?
Hold on. Let me check.
That's fine.
He's taken 80 points of damage. We've only done 15 out of those 45, though. So we
That's a good opening round, I tell you what. I can't believe my dice rolled so high.
That's not even the end of the round.
That's true. It's a good opening attack.
All right.
He
So
set the bar high.
he is still up, though he looks
Right.
quite bloody and injured.
Huh? Take that!
There you go.
Pizza boy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and that's
So-
a nat 1.
Well, there you go.
Fair. That's fair.
Got a little
least you got
cocky.
it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sometimes they're hot.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not, baby.
Hey, I mean, you did enough damage for 2 attacks at once,
You
alright?
did enough damage for like 3 or 4 attacks.
Yeah,
So-
pretty nice. Pretty nice.
Taking a break.
Yeah.
And I'll end my turn.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Who's
Your arms
After-
got jiggly.
18 is Holt.
Okay. Mr. Holt.
So for me, oh yeah, I got to pull up my bear.
You got bears. Yes.
Yes. There's the bear. Let's see, which two? So the 2 that are left are the 2 that are on the same one that he's fighting, it looks like.
Sounds good.
So the one on the far left side, closest to him, will attack first. And he gets a multi-attack, a bite, and a claw.
Claw
So, that is a 20 to hit.
Well, that'll hit.
And this, due to my level, these are count as magical.
Okay.
So my
Well,
summons
that's
count as magical. So,
Yeah, awesome.
so for the first one, we got 6 plus 4, so 10 piercing.
Wow,
that.
that's a pretty good shot.
And then he's going to go with his claws after biting. That one's not as good for a 13.
That'll miss.
That'll miss. All right, so then the second bear will go for his claw and bite. He'll bite first. He'll miss. He'll claw. And that should hit 21.
Oh, yeah.
And for the claw, that is 2d6. Oh, nice.
Good claws.
I don't mind those claws.
Well, unless they were used on you. Then
Actually, try tonight. Sounds like.
So 9 slashing.
Okay.
Magical slashing.
You guys have a nice round number, so my tick marks would work right, but no, it was okay. 10 points, 5 points, 45, nice multiples of 5.
That's right.
Oh, well.
We're trying to do what we can.
Well, you can always add 1 damage to it.
Or take 4 away. Either way. Nah. Alrighty, so that is
and
that's your
then-
bears. Okay.
Yeah, so I myself will then produce a little fireball in my hand and throw it that away.
Alright. We can roll to hit.
Natural 1.
Ooh, that'll miss. He goes flying past, catches your bear on fire. Bear dies.
Oh, sounds good. I mean, it happens.
They're flammable.
I mean, you were actually closer. Maybe I'll set you on fire.
That's true. And and you get advantage because he's going back to you, doesn't know you're there. So
That's right.
You get to sneak it. Just kidding. Just so.
It's a natural 1 on you is a crit. So, yeah.
So
Mizium breastplate.
that's true. That's true. You don't worry about those critical hits. So that was 18.
Next is me at 14.
All right, 14.
Alright. So I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
Alright, that is a 25
Oh yeah,
to
that's
hit.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry, that misses. No, can't. That definitely hits.
And I get 2 beams at this level.
You do have to roll a hit each one.
Each one, yeah.
That's okay.
First one hits and oh, okay. That's 9.
Nothing wrong
That
with
will
that.
not hit.
Okay.
9.
First one.
Oh, that was the damage.
Oh,
Nine
damage.
damage.
I'm sorry.
9 damage.
Okay, gotcha.
And then the second blast.
Trigger blast. Oh, that should hit. That's a 17 plus 8, so whatever. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the same thing I rolled last time.
Yeah, I get you.
Nice.
And then this one is just 1 point.
Well, you know, gets me closer to having full tick marks. So that's good.
Oh, the 9
hang on. Actually, that does put him down. Those 2
Hey.
split beams does take down the.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice,
Alright.
nice.
That's 14,
I got one of them.
13.
Next is Satra at 11 and also the bad guys.
Sarah,
Okay, yeah, let me check something.
or whatever they are.
I think they're called Gregs.
I just
Thanks.
wrote. I just
They look
wrote
a little gray.
something.
I'll put a marker over this one to note that he's dead.
That's not so big.
He
Okay.
did.
He dead.
Alright. Actually, I'll just leave you. Hey, come on.
It's-
Oh,
that was more over me.
I mean,
Yes.
he's large. He's right there. He's over here.
There. Now he's gone. Okay. So
Still not done.
Alright, so I'm going to let's do Melf's acid arrow.
that's a nice one. What kind of is that? A single target thingamajigger or no? You're not gonna hit anybody except who you aim at. That's good.
Okay.
And does he? Do you have to roll to hit him or?
On a hit, yeah, so I must have to roll.
Okay, roll to hit then. And remember, you use your to hit modifier for your spells, so that you get like a plus bazillion or
Just
something.
read the top.
Yeah, it's plus 11, I believe.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're stacked.
Alright,
It's
plus 11.
Plus 11 to hit's pretty sweet.
But if you miss, it still does damage.
Oh no! You got to roll to hit first. So
Oh,
you got to do damage before you get. What'd you get?
13 plus 7 is.
Plus
Oh,
11.
this is
11.
13.
So you get
Plus
24.
24.
Yeah,
It's
yes,
still,
yes.
I guess it's still.
It won't add your modifier
Oh,
because it
well.
doesn't know what you're rolling it for.
Oh,
Right,
okay,
right.
24. Did
Okay.
go.
So what? How much damage do you do with Mel's acid arrow?
44. Acid damage immediately.
44 damage? Man, that's a
Yeah.
lot of
And then
damage.
2d4
Yeah, it's
at the
40.
end of its next turn.
Keep hitting it, so it says, yeah, 44 damage.
Okay, so you did 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then at the end of this turn, he will also take 44 again.
2d4 at the end of his
Okay.
turn.
All right, so which is almost up.
Mhm.
So he does
Perfect.
34. You did 12, 1. All right.
But you said you cast that at 3rd level?
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, it would do 1 more d4 damage.
Give me another
Another
d4. You can either roll it on there or roll it with.
I
Your...
think I did it second level.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
That's fine.
Make sure you mark off a second level spell one.
I'm going to.
Or Ed had already done
If
that
you
for
hit cast, it does it for you. Yeah.
It'll roll the
It
attack
did?
and everything for you if you roll
Yeah,
it.
it
Right.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so that's your action. Okay. So that means that the
But can I move?
yes, you may, of course. Where would you like to move to?
I'm just gonna move like catty corner a little bit so I can
Downwards?
yeah, so I can see the other seraph.
Oh, I got you. You may have to move kind of down. There, you can make sure that Arlen is taking.
Okay.
Nice.
Human shield. Sorry.
Up to here.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do that. That way they'll only hit you in the head.
Half cover.
No one's taking out my legs on her watch.
That's right. All right. So the diva is going to, or the guard is going to attack probably Jethro, because I think Jethro did a good bit of damage to him last round. He gets. Does he get only one attack? No. I'm sure he gets 2.
10 attacks.
Okay, 2 melee attacks. All right. What is your AC there, Sir Jethro?
19.
He got a 26, so that'll hit. He does.
If I attacked him last time, he'll probably have advantage.
Fair point.
Could get credit.
He got another 18, so was it what? Doesn't matter though. You got that mism
Yeah.
armor, yeah. So you take 6 points bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then you're about to take some radiant damage. 28 radiant damage.
All right.
That is the survivor's turn. So who comes next?
It'll be
Jethro.
the. Oh yeah, Jethro.
Jethro, you're up.
Me.
He tagged you. You tag him back.
Yep.
It's not
Just like every time.
End of his turn, he's going to take damage.
Oh,
2d4.
He does 2d4. You want to roll it? Do you want me to? Your damage, I'll let you roll it. Roll another. And
So that's 4
Three.
total.
4.
Or 3.
4 points damage.
So that's 3.
That brings us to Jethro. Yes.
I'm a reckless attack. I'm going to swing at him.
All right, go for it.
I will unreckless your attack by saying, hey, be careful.
23 hit
Okay. Oh, show.
You will re-reckless your unreckless.
for
and his
17
reckless
magical
attack.
slashing.
All right.
Not hearing it.
Okay,
He's
ignore
right,
it.
he's not
Attack.
in his-
Is he actually reckless?
Just the attack. Just
24 hit
20. That'll hit. Sure, sure.
You should see him recklessly a
for another 17 magical slashing.
Cool.
Trees just flying. So
Yeah, that's it.
A bit bow damage. So that brings us to
Liar.
yes.
I yell at him, you're ugly and your mother treasures you, honey. And I vicious mock him, so wisdom 17 say.
Wisdom 17. All right. Roll 16.
bastard.
Normally, one thing that you guys do notice is that they do seem to be at a lower power than normal.
Okay.
The diva, the creature's glow seems to be a little dimmer. You get the feeling that they're having trouble swinging at you, possibly because they're creatures of light, and it is nighttime. Correct. So you get the feeling this is a good time to take these guys down. That brings us to
Should be the
Back
top
top of the round.
top of the round. All right.
Alright, I'm gonna saunter up to this diva and
Too
attack.
close.
Attack of opportunity for my bear gets done. Not sure.
That's sure. All right. So you roll for your bear.
Alright, is a 24 gonna hit?
Oh yeah.
Alright, cool.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Get this thing on.
Right.
1, 2, 5, 9, 10. So 10 piercing plus additional 9 piercing from sneak attack. Is he still up?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna attack again.
He's still up.
Why don't you power him up with the smite?
Yeah.
He needs some lightning.
Hey, maybe I'll do a thunderous smite on him.
Hey, you don't want to do a light smite. He'll just chuckle at you and heal. Probably.
So this time, 26 to hit, that is.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Gonna roll my brain. That's a 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11, plus another one is 12. Yeah, just 12 piercing.
All right. So he's still up, but he's looking hurt. So yeah. Okay. That brings us to Holt.
Yes, Holt is next at 18.
All right. My bear that's next to him will go ahead and attack him, and then the other bear will move over there.
Yeah. I'll move your bear. Okay.
Bite attack. That's a miss.
Well, miss.
Claw attack. That's a miss.
Oh.
Next bear. Bite attack. That's a miss.
Ow.
Claw attack. That's a miss.
Ow. It's because they're having to adjust position and
That's
they're
right,
not
that's
quite
right, that's right.
braced the way they need to.
Try not to hit Jethro. Not
That was bad.
So I'm gonna move south a little bit so that I have an angle on that one. So I'll move south of Elias.
Ta-da!
Perfect. And then I'm gonna produce a little flame. I'm gonna throw it.
Go for it.
18.
That'll be it.
Hey,
Yep, that's
nice,
got it.
nice.
It's a D6,
Yes.
right?
2d8, I believe.
2d8. Ooh, that's a nice little
Now
flower.
We're higher level now.
Oh, that's true. All right. Forget these things.
It's a 8.
Okay.
There you go.
Alrighty, let's see. Should put me. Okay, got it. Alrighty, he's still up. Still up.
Okay, next is me, and I'm just gonna go back to Old Faithful Elder Flare.
Eldritch Blade.
14 plus 7.
So you don't
21 plus
no
8.
Eldritch?
That'll hit.
And black.
Nice one.
We call it the E-Blast around here.
3 points of force damage.
I'm the E-Blaster.
Second one.
The Blasty.
Oh, that's not as good. That is a 17.
That's what you need to hit.
Okay, okay,
There you
okay,
go.
okay.
Means it beats.
And 4 more points of force.
Nice. Alright.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
looking pretty beat up.
7.
Who comes next after that?
It is
Sartre.
Sartre and then the Dare.
I'm
Yes.
gonna do another acid arrow that does 2d4. I mean, does 44 damage and 2d4.
You gotta roll the hitting first, though.
Right, not just telling you.
Yes, absolutely. Sounds good.
Casting it so
No, 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 don't. You gotta roll to hit first.
D20.
Yeah.
Good button.
one day I'm gonna remember this. All right,
That's okay.
I remember it. You have to add manually here.
11. 21.
Okay, nice.
No, there you go. 18,
I got a 10.
10, oh, 21 hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Scary. Scary.
So now I'm gonna cast it.
48, right? Yeah. Okay, so 1, 4.
Nine.
Oh, it totaled up 9. Okay, cool. I love that.
And then it does 2d4 at the end of the turn.
Well, actually, he's gonna just die.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Covered with acid, he melts. All right.
Does that leave behind any cool weapons or anything?
No, they actually fade in a flash of light, and they're gone.
Oh,
They're
China
individual
does, right?
creatures. Yeah. So yes, what are you going to do? I'm going to go over here and move this map down a little bit so you can see a little better.
How do our surroundings look? Did anybody notice? Are there no guards coming?
Remember, most of the creatures, the villagers and stuff like that, are pretty much under the thrall, so they're not really noticing much of anything. And it doesn't seem like he's making them attack you, which is, that would be a little rough to try and deal with.
How many did we get with all their dispel magic?
About 6. Okay. Now, the door in front of you is wooden. There were no doors originally, but there's doors now. What are you going to do? Are you going to try and get in?
I
Or?
guess we need to send the guys back first. They know the way through the tunnel probably because they probably got down there. So we'll send them
I
all
can send them to
back
the
to Corix.
encampment.
Well, yeah. Well, there's only one real, only really one tunnel up through the underground anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to send the villagers, the 6 or 7 that you got free, back through the tunnel. Okay. And tell them to do what?
Go to Corix.
They look puzzled. Korik, where? Oh, the hunter.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
The king too.
And so they head out through the tunnel.
Do y'all want to stealth through the door and get a jump on him?
I mean, that would probably give us
So,
the most.
are we going to
advantage.
kill this kid who happens to be possessed? Is this the plan?
Sometimes we have to make hard choices in life. It's the kids
I
that don't
just want to
work.
make sure.
If
Writing
it's-
down murdering.
Well, we're gonna. The
Shot
plan,
at.
I think, is to put a ring on them,
Okay.
that's what's
and then we'll
gonna
see what happens from there.
Gotcha.
If things don't go the way we want, there's only one
Look,
out.
Putting a ring on it?
It's
Right.
I'd like to save the kids
Try it.
if we can, but if we can't, it's the world.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Yeah. Just making sure.
It's the world or kids?
Yeah.
Almost standing right next to us. Anyways,
You're like closing all his ears. Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
The grown-ups are talking.
Homa
Might be a mercy.
is she's still under the influence though, just
Right.
during the.
Just during
Well,
the
not
day.
right
She's
now.
good right now.
Right now she's okay. Yeah.
So,
or she seems
but
to be.
should we give the kid the same?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
we're gonna ring them.
If he's not under the thrall, we'll see.
Chain them up.
We're gonna do.
So
we're gonna
that's
do
what I
our
said.
best to
We
save
could
them.
stone shape them during the days. Have it to where their fingers can't move.
Gargoyles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocks in their mouth, they can't talk. So, nothing. They can't move or talk or anything. And then during the night, we'll free them from the stone shapes.
But I'm just wondering if we could
We bring them to the elves.
take them to the encampment and have the people at the encampment keep an eye on them?
If
Or do
we-
you think they'll be dangerous?
Well, during the day,
Oh,
they'll
right,
be
right.
dangerous. They're gonna kill the
Oh,
whole
it's
camp.
still nighttime. Okay.
Yeah, for now, we
I-
need to just
for
capture
now.
them and see what
Yeah, I
happens.
think we
All right.
get them, and then we
See what happens.
We'll take what happens.
maybe take them back to Sununu or
Good right.
somewhere where there's powerful people who can help us. Maybe the elves that
Sealed them the first time.
yeah,
Possibly Miriam can go.
Miriam,
Yeah, Miriam knows where they are, so potentially.
potentially.
So,
Alright. Let's charge on.
does the door seem like it's trapped or locked or anything like that?
It does seem locked, yes.
I'm going to attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. Give me a roll. Sleight of hand.
I'll pick it. This one.
That's a 28.
Oh, well,
Nice.
yeah.
Good
You
choice.
reach in with your lock picks and it and you hear click and it seems to be open. Yes. All right. In here you can see that towards the back of the room is what looks like a stone, I guess, raised area with like one step going up to it. You can see that they've started working on stairs to go to the second floor. But on this raised area is what looks like a huge bed. Big covers, things like that, kind of canopy. It's got little things where you can draw the curtains around it. The curtains are drawn, so you're not sure if anybody's in there or not.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna stealth up to it. Take a peek.
Okay, give me a stuff roll.
Where's the dragon?
He's at the
Yeah.
He's at the
Yeah.
camp sleeping off the hangover. I'm thinking a bunch of
And we
potatoes.
totally didn't leave him.
No.
Right.
He doesn't know anything about that.
14
Yes, he does.
stealth.
Okay, well, assuming that the person in there is asleep, you're hoping that, yeah, maybe they will notice. So you go sliding up to the,
I've got an idea. Can I use the help action? Not really.
Yeah, sure.
This is a gem. So,
Sure.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a really loud noise so that obviously he can sneak out the other way.
actually, since he's asleep, I'm gonna give you advantage on that.
Ooh, okay. I will take
Because that kind of makes sense. If he's
Time to
asleep,
roll
it's
the
kind of hard for
same.
him to detect you, but yeah,
Yep.
I'll give you advantage.
16.
It's better.
It is better.
It's better.
Do we?
You go sliding up to the curtains and kind of open them, and as you look in to see who's there, the kid sits up, and his eyes are glowing. You can see, little flames coming out of him, and he sits up and he reaches over and grabs a sword, a great sword that looks very distinctly like the sword that you wielded.
Now he's wielding his own penis.
That's right.
He's learned to
I'll
wield
be
it.
honest, in my hands, it wasn't a great sword.
And
Wow.
he sees you
That's a
and
bitter
says,
touch.
"Intruders." Okay.
All right.
Not really. It was only a long sword.
Yeah.
I instantly,
You gotta
if we can get
do something.
something off here, I will instantly twin spell haste on Jethro and Gabriel.
Ooh.
I think we're gonna have to do initiative actually.
Okay.
Because he's awake, conscious, knows what's going on. I don't think you're gonna get a surprise round.
Surprise round.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, let's see. It's initiative.
Dang, why can't I roll these for stealth? Jeez.
Just saying.
Nobody saw that roll. I'm just wondering.
Initiative is just your dex, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have other
No,
bonuses.
Unless you're a swashbuckler.
that's right. Then you're just ridiculous.
Yeah, they have.
All right.
Different people have different. But yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Anybody over 20?
26.
Alright, you're first then.
This stinky boy.
You are definitely close enough. Actually, let me go ahead and show where. Let's get everybody in their correct places. You
Yes.
are right here. Right?
Shocker, Gabriel's up first probably.
He's right up here. Did anybody else go in the room with him, or were you just kind of peeking in through the door?
I mean, I would have stayed at least in visual range.
So we'll move y'all there. Sarker, do you want to be in the room or just outside the door or what?
I'm sure it's probably behind them a little, because every time I've gone to the room, they've got like ganked.
Yeah, that's,
I understand.
Apparently, they take them little people.
Are your bears still there, sir?
Yeah, my bears are gonna guard
Okay.
our rear end.
Yeah, it's not that place for the guard. All right, so we'll put them there. Let's see. Let me get.
Call him Charmin.
Mm-hmm. The Charmin bears.
What's your roll?
I got 26. Just wait till I take the elixir.
works well. I don't really want to say.
I don't think I'm gonna take the alert feed.
I was gonna say I don't
I
think you
don't
need to.
need that. Yeah.
It would be. It kind of show.
initiative.
Kind of be funny though.
That would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
So I guess who's going first, guys? Even if I roll a nat 1.
Right. Yeah.
What is your initiative bonus at this point?
+7 to initiative. So I could roll a maximum of 32 if I took the alert.
And a
Pretty
minimum of
insane.
what?
My initiative is only +2, guys.
Right now I have a minimum of
Sorry.
8, or with the alert fee be a minimum of 13 or whatever.
Kylo's game on Tuesday night, I just got the Warcaster skill, which means as a wizard, I get to add my int bonus to my
Nice.
initiative 2.
Oh, really?
My int is a 20,
Warcaster's a good
so it's
feat.
ridiculous.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's gonna be fun. That's
But
gonna
your,
be
but your dex is -3. So
No, my dex is actually only +1.
it's not
So
the
it's not that
it's the
great.
Warcaster
Yeah.
class.
War magic, yeah.
War
Yeah,
magic.
yeah, war mage. Yeah.
I was thinking of the feet. I was like, dang, do they
No.
buff it? They didn't
No,
even
no,
buff
no.
it,
It's
but
the
I'll
war,
take
war
it.
mage. Yeah.
A war mage class.
That's the one where you can just say,
sometimes.
"Hey, I'm going to
right.
make my AC go by 2 and my saving throw go by 4. I just can't cast any spells. It's a cantrip, so it's independent from that. Yeah. That's all right.
Honest, we get spiritual.
Alrighty, so you are right there. I put the little guy right here. You can kind of see him.
You see little guy?
Initiative.
Yeah,
Oh, I
okay.
didn't see what you
Right
were.
there. It's a great sword.
Roll it.
Okay, I
It
am
was a good one. Let's see.
going
You
to
can go
substitute
to
one of my
the,
attacks for a grapple
The log.
Okay.
and try to restrain him.
Okay. So a strength
21.
athletics check thingy.
I think I can.
Heck yeah.
How do you
I
do it?
forgot.
I know.
Do I make an attack roll first and then it's
What do we
contested?
call it?
It's the
A
grapple.
grapple? No, you do a grapple
You
check,
do
so
grapple
it's a
check.
the contested strength.
Yeah. It's a strength athletics versus a strength athletics or dex.
Dex the dodge,
acrobatics.
yeah.
He's going to use strength against you.
Okay, well that's my strong suit.
Well, you can choose.
I got a 2.
Okay. He beats you. You go into
I
grapple.
like how I got a 5.
He still beats you. Okay. You go in to get him, and he immediately kicks you back with his foot, and you go kind of. You're surprised how strong he is, and you go flying off kind of the bed when he kicks you and land, just at the foot of the bed, not off on the floor, and you're like, whoa. I don't remember, 12, 14-year-old boys being that strong.
Time to gig him.
Mm.
So I'm going to
22.
do an actual attack.
That's not what it really is, though.
Okay.
I'll just
So your second action, or
Yeah,
your
my
bonus
second.
action? Yeah.
No,
volume down.
yeah, second attack. Do I get 2 attacks?
Oh, right,
I
right,
get
right.
supplement one for a grapple.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see what we got. Oh,
Yeah.
did I just move it? I don't know.
Canopy bed that's up there.
I don't know if it's a 5 or a 15.
Describe what else is it? Just a big open.
Either one of those would hit.
Well, that's just a die roll.
Oh, okay. That's just a raw number.
Should I just re-roll it? I'll just re-roll it.
Yeah. No worries.
They weren't so dang hard to see. Alright. Does a 15 hit?
it does not.
Total. Okay.
Alright. Possibly because he kicked you back, you're kind of a little wibbly wobbly when you try and stab him, and he nimbly dodges out of the way.
Let me see if there's something else I watch. If there's anything.
Nimble little things.
9.
Alright, I'll go ahead and bonus action vow of enmity on him.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I will strike you where you stand, evil denizen.
That was 26.
Mm-hmm.
21 over here, unless somebody needs that.
21.
Ooh,
Up,
nice.
oops. What did you get?
I was 21.
All right, go ahead. 21.
I can move and then cast a spell.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right. So I think I'm gonna move forward. Let me
Okay.
see. The range is 30 feet.
All right, so
I need
you will have to
within 30
move
feet.
to. No, you can just move right here, actually.
Is that
Yeah,
close
That's
enough?
25 feet away, so it's good.
Okay. And I'm doing a hot soup grenade.
Hot soup!
Yeah.
Is that an alien? Or not?
It's a 4d4 acid damage.
Do you have to hit him? Roll to hit?
Yeah, I have to roll a hit.
Okay, roll to hit then.
Is he gonna hit me?
Well, I think.
I'm
Hang
pretty
on.
sure it is a line.
Is it a line?
Oh, that's right.
Caustic
Line.
River, right?
It's just
Yeah.
a straight line. That's
Yeah.
why I moved in
You'll
front.
hit him.
Yeah, but I'm still
Oh, is
in
he?
between you.
He's the blind.
Can you get an angle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was a blind.
Yeah, well, you got plenty of movement. You could move over like to here or here if you want to kind of angle it so you can
Yeah.
hit him.
Yeah.
Let's go right here. That's like 15 feet.
Can you? Would that still hit him though?
All right, are we right here?
You could just aim at that back corner of it.
Let's move.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
move right there.
bounce it off the backboard.
All right.
Yeah, bounce it off the back
Yeah,
wall.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I like
liquid.
that.
I mean, it's going to spray out anyway, right? It just splatter. You just only get splatter damage, which is half.
And And he has to succeed on a dex saving throw.
Oh, so it's one of those. Okay. He has to make a saving throw, right?
Right.
So he did make his saving throw, which means he takes half damage. Yes.
Well, I just pushed it in.
Plan that I had.
No.
You still gotta
Hold
try
on.
to.
You can read faster.
Stream of acid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, if somebody can do a whole person, grab them.
Covered in acid. Spells duration.
Oh, hey. I wouldn't be mad at it.
She sneaked the ring on.
Dex saving throw. Recovered
Yeah,
acid spells
slide in
duration.
that ring on.
Takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turns.
But it doesn't
So
say.
it means you missed it. Okay. So it does hit the back wall and splatter, leaving a nasty,
Okay.
Just see it coming.
gouges in the snow behind you,
Nothing's still fine.
All right.
14
and probably ruins his sheets. Haha! That'll show him.
Damn.
21,
Off to the one.
20. You at 20?
I'm 20.
Okay, go ahead. 20.
I read the lies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this that I
I
haven't.
showed you death row.
It's fake. I was just testing it.
Oh, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright.
Alright, I have
Normalize.
40 feet of movement, which I do believe gets me all the way to it.
Yeah, you can get right there.
So,
And you next to you
let's
now?
roll really well. So
Sir.
this did not.
Yes, can't scroll. Okay.
Bottom of the initiative. But
So
no,
that
no,
means
no,
it's-
no, which
I was eating this like
Potentially.
potentially.
do a fireball right where y'all.
Just do it.
I mean,
Need a web spell.
He's semi-paladin.
I've got something.
Alright,
I
I'm
got something
going to
With deck stuff, I can take new
rage yet again. And then I'm going to. What's on the ground?
I'm just thinking it should be.
It's fine. I can take. You ran up there.
That's what lay on hands for.
I have advantage.
Replicate.
Okay,
Okay, it looks like the best I'm going to get on this
Let's see what he
is
gets.
14.
That will not
I'll
hit.
take a haste for 4 actions.
He is
And
very nimble.
I will attempt it again because I have to attack.
Oh, so when you're grappling, it's just strength athletics against him, right?
Yeah.
So he has to roll. Okay. Yeah.
You can choose to either use strength of legs or
He's
attack.
straight. He beat you at an 18.
Now try again.
He grasps with one hand. Should have did two at once. That was the problem. He's doing one-handed grapples.
Now he's doing 2
Alright, how about 24?
So he's gonna
You
get
got a 25. Ooh, he is very strong. Again, oddly enough, this kid is much stronger than you expect. You know, filled with the power of the shiny one, that kind of stuff. He's pretty tough.
Alright, that's it.
Yep. 20 is his turn.
Oh.
Let me check something. I think I know what he's going
Don't
to
like
do.
that.
He surrenders, of course.
Yes, of course. Let's see.
Ew.
I need you two to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, can I counterspell it? Whatever he's doing.
Is it a spell?
No, it's not. Action.
Legendary action.
Yeah, it's a legendary.
Oh, oh no, I was joking. You didn't have to say it like that. I was joking.
That was a 25 hit.
Hold up, that'll do it. Yep.
Half damage.
I will not be that much.
Uh-oh.
How was that 2 hit you? What?
That's a 12.
That will not do it. Yeah. So let me do the damage first of all. Take
Yeah.
12 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
You take 6. Okay. And then take 12 more fire damage and take 6 more fire damage.
Ew, I know this spell.
It's actually
Good
called
one.
Searing Burst.
Never mind, I don't know this.
No, it's just what you guys see is all of a sudden he lights up and you see flames and light come flying out of him, okay? Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I did that wrong. Take half that damage.
Pyrotechnic.
So it was like 12 and 12, so instead of taking 24, you should have only taken 12. Sorry. And you should.
I should have only taken 6 then.
Right, correct. But what you notice is that, again, it seems like a little more feeble, because it is
Oh.
nighttime.
That's why it's half.
Yeah.
I was like,
gotcha.
Yeah.
did the 12 actually beat the thing?
Yeah, that's right.
I was
No,
like, heck yeah.
unfortunately.
I'll take that.
Now, I think he's going to grab his great sword and attack.
Yeah.
He's going to put one attack on each of you.
Alright.
Now, he gets advantage against you?
No.
No.
Yeah.
That's not regular stat.
Oh, you did not reckless
Because
attack.
you just grappled.
His first attack is 9 plus 15. So it's 24. That'll hit.
Shit.
He's going to do 14 plus 8, which is
15? Oh, sorry.
22.
Yeah, 22.
But you only take half, so you take 11. And then, let me do his radiant damage.
77.
No, no,
I like this fight.
18, and that's full. Well, no, actually, that's half. Yeah,
18 is already half, is what you're saying.
right. Yeah.
That's a lot of radiant damage.
All right, he's going to attack you now.
Alright, let's unradiate him.
Damage, special
Yeah.
damage.
Will a
He's got
31 hit?
special to heal, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Most definitely. All right. You're going to take
Hurts.
It just barely is.
Yeah.
12 points of slashing.
It's
Okay.
good to
And
indicate
then-
because there are certain creatures that are like necrotic things and stuff where you
10 radiant.
12 slashing, 10 radiant.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hey, I'm glad for that.
You survive.
That is true.
Fair point. And that's his action. He gets 2 attacks.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like next up would be Elias.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 18 is so I pull out the bagpipes and start playing a little ditty. So he does Otto's irresistible dance.
Okay.
This is a wisdom 17 save.
Okay.
That's what I like to see.
Oh. Oh. I was all excited for a minute. You have 20.
That's okay, that's okay. We're gonna keep trying.
That's right.
Oh, we can keep
Oh,
on.
hold on. Hold on.
Holding.
I said it was
Holding.
20.
I feel like he keeps like.
It was a 13, so that means he did not save.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. It's nighttime.
It's nighttime. Oh.
So he's
Wow.
saves are not
We
good.
chose the opportunity.
Okay, so everybody has advantage on with attacks.
Nice.
He has disadvantage on attacks and dexterity saving throws. And on his next turn, he can take an action to try to regain control of himself.
Okay.
The end of his next turn.
No, he has to take an action to.
Oh, he has to.
So
okay,
he
has
his action.
He uses his action to try to
Shake it
regain,
off.
shake it off.
Got it.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use another legendary action, and
Shit.
he is going to.
Run away.
No, he's going to teleport
Oh, dude.
That's worse.
to.
Why would you do that? I mean,
Yeah.
I like being away from things.
And that's his legendary action. That's it. He's just teleporting.
Still dancing there.
That was you. Who's next?
Well, do you have anything else happening between 17 and 10? Otherwise, Holt goes at 9.
Okay. I'm not. You can only do it at the end of your legendary actions are only at the end of a player's turn. So yeah, you get to go first and then I'll let you. Which is only fair.
So I will step forward.
Uh-huh.
So you just get advantage on attacks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
He has disadvantage on saving on dex saves.
On deck saves.
Right.
And attack rolls.
Okay. Cool.
okay. Okay. In that case, I will go up to him.
Smacking with your staff, huh?
And I will smack him with my staff very powerfully.
Works for me.
It's going to be such a powerful attack with my staff, he won't even know whatever even could have attacked him with the staff. Who would have known?
All right.
The bulk.
What's the 16 look like? No?
Not yet.
I've got advantage, so let me try again. Can you pass me my dice?
She's stealing your dice. Silly.
It looked like a 16 under there.
I'll just
That's true. All that's fine. No.
Natural 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed something.
Alright. So, my staff
Mm-hmm.
has been upgraded since a while back.
Yes, it has.
So, let's see what I gotta do. Alright. So, I do a D6 normally,
Mm-hmm.
plus another 6.
Well.
So that's 12. And this is a magic weapon, so I guess this counts as a magic.
Cool. Yeah, you go.
Alright. So then, according to the update, I can expend one of my charges, which I will, to do 2d10 additional necrotic damage.
Okay. Actually, he is not resistant to that, so it's good.
Nice.
The only thing he's not resistant to.
So I get 2d10 necrotic damage. That's 1.
Oh.
And a 3.
Yeah,
That's 4 necrotic damage.
Big damage.
And also he needs to take a con saving throw with a DC of 15.
All right. He made it.
Okay, that's fine. Nothing happens since you made it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he rolled a 17.
Oh, and then it was a crit. So does the D10s also? Do they get max or not?
That was just
I would think it would just be the staff damage.
Staff,
So
okay.
what would the staff damage on top of that?
Oh, it's just 6.
Okay.
That was the 12 I already got.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then the
Okay.
staff also does 2d10
Yeah.
whenever you hit.
I think when you
For a
crit for
charge.
the spell, I don't. Well,
Well, it's not a spell; it's the staff.
ability.
Yeah, it's the actual staff's ability. But I don't know how.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and let you do it because it's not like I'm gonna let you go ahead and do it because it's a part of the staff. Yeah. So
It's
go
because
for
the
yourself.
staff, I guess, it like poison spites them or something.
Right.
like that. I don't know
Yeah,
how it
whatever.
works.
So how much more damage would be?
It's in
It
there.
would be 2d10, so 20 more necrotic damage.
Nice.
All right.
And that will end my turn. I will. My bears are fine. They're in a good spot. I'll end my turn.
Okay. He's going to do something at the end of your turn.
I tell him, don't do it. Don't you do it. As my turn ends, I say, don't you do it now.
Come on back now.
Do that now.
Don't do whatever it is you want to do. Don't you do it. I'll be doing that now. Since you got that off, I'll have to do my other thing. Yeah. He breaks out of it, I guess. I just think.
All right. Again, he gets over close to you and he releases this kind of fitful burst of radiant energy and fire. So everybody next to him, which is basically you, and you, I need a DC.
Same thing.
A deck save. Sorry, deck save.
It's an ability.
For all three. Elias, Holt, and then Alfred. Or Arlen, excuse me.
22.
Nice.
Doesn't
Wow.
Also 22
doesn't do it.
off of that nice natural 20. But it doesn't do
Okay, well, he rolled in that 20, but I rolled in that 1. So,
You don't take extra damage. That's okay. All right, here we go. So first thing you take is fire damage.
That's the highest I can roll.
Yeah.
Fire damage. Everybody takes 6.
Unless, let me make sure I don't have like something.
I
7
have any
throws.
hit points as
No, I don't have any bonuses to my deck
And
save.
then everybody takes 9 radiant damage of E3. So 6 fire, 9 radiant. So total of 15.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
A little bit of damage.
okay.
He is now next to
How are you looking?
You sure it wasn't poison damage?
you. No, I'm
Just making sure. Because with my staff, I'm resistant. I was just checking.
Yeah, I know. No poison on this guy.
Felt kind
That
of like
was
cold damage to me.
right. Was that 9? I think 8.
So,
Uh,
would a 23 have helped?
Yeah, that was at the end of 9.
23 would have helped.
Okay, because I've got the cloak of protection, which adds +1 to saving throws.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that would give you a 23.
Yep.
Ooh,
Okay, so
I would've
then
got a 2.
meets it. So take half.
Half.
Okay. So instead of taking 15, you take 7.
Seven.
We'll round down. That's fine.
Nice.
We'll do it.
Arlen.
Who's next?
Arlen.
All right. You are right next to him. Reach over and boop him.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to.
Very squishy.
I think I'm gonna have to stick with the
I didn't realize the
plumber
difference, so I looked over the race.
Yeah, it's like,
and twin spell
That pulled
haste,
really bad.
Gabriel and Jethro.
Okay. That's everybody go.
The guy hits
So what's really
lowest chance to
Hasted.
You got to haste it now.
And for
Sorry.
some reason, I'm imagining Jethro with this sword just like big, turning, swirling around.
It creates a tornado. It starts flying.
There you go. With the whole Thor thing with that,
Yeah.
except his is a sword on a hammer.
Yeah.
Is that the end of the round?
That's all I could do.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. All we've got is the
That's
kid.
the whole round.
Back
So
to
that brings us
Audrey.
back to the top with Audrey. And you're hasted.
Alright, haste, it's a +2 to AC. Double my movement.
You double take 2 attacks, or
I think you get 1 extra attack.
yeah.
Advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, he's been doing some dead stuff to you, so that's
You
good.
get an additional action on each of its turns.
Well, I mean, I rolled my max and I still couldn't beat this. The max I
I
could
an
even roll.
additional action, so we actually get 4 attacks.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't say you gain an additional attack action, it just says you gain an additional action.
Because that's true.
An action gets
Because you attack twice now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
can
get
take
the
your
extra
attack
bonus
action,
action.
your action, you get 2 hits.
Yeah, that's nice.
Alright.
Alright. What are you gonna do? You gonna move to him?
Yeah, I'm fast as fuck boy, Sonic, getting some chili cheese dogs over there to him and kind of wrap. I'm not really good at wrapping people up.
Oh, you were.
I'll cast Hold Person.
Okay, you're not gonna run to it?
Well, I'll cast Hold Person first.
Okay,
And
you
then
do that.
I'll zoom over there with.
Hold person. What's the save on that?
For me,
No, for you.
it's going to be
Yeah.
15.
All right. So that is that wisdom.
It is.
I'm going to cutting words in before, so whatever he, so he takes 8 from whatever he rolls.
Oh wow! Wow! Incredible.
Cool. So
So he's going to be 15 minus 8. Good roll.
15
Nice,
minus
that's awesome.
8. He got a 12 minus 8, so a 4. So he is held. Okay.
Now that your action
Like,
is.
Yeah, another action. I'm going to take my ring off and put it on his finger.
Nothing changes, unfortunately.
Mm.
His eyes are still glowing. You can feel the menace and the heat rolling off of him in waves. Yeah.
You know what we do now?
Well, hate to do this to you.
we tried.
Do it, Gracie. I think the official rules are you get advantage to hit him. If he can't defend himself,
Yeah, you don't get to coup de grace.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and house rule it. If he can't defend himself, you can kill him with impunity. I mean, there's just no way he can stop you. I mean, you know, you have to stand there and stab him for 20 minutes in his, kidneys
I
until
think
they're
it might be auto crit, so I mean,
Yeah,
it might
that's-
not
yeah.
take that.
Well, that's
long.
true. It is auto
It
crit.
is
You're
auto
right. You're right. It is auto crit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking to make sure.
No, with yours, two sneak attack.
Yeah.
So, like I said, just to save time, I'm just going to go ahead and let you do that.
It says the attack's only 1.
You don't get in.
It says engages an additional action on each of its turns. The action can be used only to take the attack.
No.
One weapon attack only.
Yeah.
Well, our attack, we have 2 weapon attacks.
Any attack
I don't know.
that hits the creature is critical if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
So, you would get, since you get 2 attacks per action, is that correct?
When we take the attack action, we get 2 attacks.
Right. You could still get 2, but your offhanded attack would still be a bonus action. So,
Because that does say you only get 1 attack, but
Yeah,
I think that's
action. Yeah.
yeah, 1 attack action of each. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. So, you still get 4, and then your bonus action would technically 5,
okay.
right? Yeah.
But could your
Well, you cast
hasted
whole person, it doesn't
action
matter.
have been to cast a spell?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, you did whole person, so you really only get 1 attack action anyway. So, whole person was an action, right?
Yeah, well, I'll use that for my hasted action, so I still get my.
So there's no confusion
Yeah,
with the
okay, there we go.
So what you have to use the attack
Lowering
action.
the crap out of that.
You have to use the attack action with the
You're
haste.
gonna go up and
Does it say you have to do the hasted action before or after the other
That's
action?
Well, it
correct.
does say you have
That's
to use the
correct.
attack that.
Yeah, Oh, it says you have to use it as an attack.
Well, it just says you
Oh
get.
no, it
action.
says
No, you
that
can-
action can be used only to take the attack, 1 weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use
Oh.
object actions.
Oh, so you would only get 1 weapon
Yeah.
Yeah.
attack. Okay, that makes sense. I guess that keeps it from being just really, really.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
Super busted.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'll just get 1 attack then.
okay,
But auto crit, so
okay.
I'll go. Well, no, I was gonna
You have to
I
roll
keep getting
advantage
distracted.
hitting?
I'm
Is that
trying
what
to
it
check
is?
my
Yeah, he's
pad
got
to see what
advantage.
I've got.
Yeah, you've already gotten it.
He's already got advantage with you.
You
He's
get
got-
double advantage.
Okay.
You roll 4 dice and take the highest of the 4. Yeah.
You still got advantage from Valvimity.
Yeah.
And you got to.
Like I said, you get to roll 4d20 and choose the highest of the 4.
Yeah, right.
Except if it's a crit, because it's an auto crit anyways.
Right.
Well, then you get to double crit.
That's right. You get double crit, which means you actually take quadruple damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on,
Right.
let's go. Quadruple double crit. Let's
Yeah,
go.
that'll work.
200 points of damage.
Okay, I just have
Let's
to
go
roll.
Sure.
Fortnite.
Huh? Fuck it, I'm just gonna stab him.
Okay, go for it. Make your rolls.
I'm gonna.
Rope's just gonna burn off on you. So like,
Yeah, all right. Like I think the rope
Wait,
have
do
changed.
you have to
so-
roll the hitting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
have
have- you have
but
advantage.
You still got to roll the hitting. Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah, that's 28
Oh yeah.
to hit.
Oh yeah. Super cheeks.
Ooh.
It's crit though. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. What comes to
So
before?
the score is 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus sneak attack. Ooh, 6.
You have to roll for crit?
Well, the way you're doing crits is you do max damage and then another roll.
Plus a roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
8 plus 9 is 17. Yeah, and then plus the 12 plus 12, so 24 plus 17. So
41.
Yeah. Yeah.
My brain don't do math like that, bro. I'm still on double quadruple.
Yeah. Nothing the crit stuff.
Well,
Double crew to the back.
This man's frozen, but his brain is driving him crazy because he's thinking about dancing.
I need to dance.
I want to dance.
I'm supposed to be dancing.
So
Mind explodes.
next.
Sartre next, then Jethro.
All right, Sartre's. Oh well, yeah, Sartre's next, and then he's gonna try and
I'm gonna do
Saber's whole person in his turn. Is that right?
Oh my god. I think at the end of his turn or something.
Mel's acid arrow.
Well, he's right next to you. I mean,
Oh, is he right next?
yeah, you can put a gut. Well, I don't
Oh.
think you can really.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
disadvantage.
Can I-
You know, advantage,
Do I
disadvantage.
get-
So it's
do I
straight
get
roll.
disadvantage if I pull my gun?
He's not next to
so
you.
you could walk
Okay.
back.
Oh, he's not next to you. That's
Yeah.
right. You can just shoot him. Yeah.
Me
So
and
I'm
Yeah.
just going
Oh,
to.
but you have to be within 5 feet of you to get a critical hit.
The critical hit. So if you have a
Walk and
melee,
bonk.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no. If you want to get an automatic crit, you have to hit him. Walk up and bonk him with your mace.
Don't you have the mace of superpower or something
Yeah.
like that?
some bad.
Mace,
That you got from Mace of Macon?
Yeah,
mace of macery.
The mace of masons?
mace of homemaking.
The mace of home wrecking.
Yeah,
Mace
all
of
right.
hearth and bone. Yeah, okay. So
All right.
So,
I roll a hit.
Okay.
D20.
so you don't have
Uh-huh.
range disadvantage then, right?
Please
What?
roll.
What do you mean?
What? What?
Oh,
Range
yeah.
spells are
You get
Yeah.
advantage. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
well, not,
You don't
so
roll
not
for
about
it.
What should you do? This? Hold on.
anything that doesn't roll doesn't
Where's
matter.
your mace?
Unless you're using gem dark magic missile. Because those can crit.
Right,
Or
right.
critically fail when they blow up on you. It's bad.
Do I just tap that?
And
Gems. Gem dark magic's magic
We're not
missile.
looking at
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
dark magic
What's your
missile.
what's your
Came out the
I know
acquisition
this
and
is your
corporate book.
What's your
Yes.
Yeah.
Out here.
Crit with them bigger than all the weapon.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah.
This is-
You have your it's part of home. There you go.
So I can just tap there.
That's pretty funny. I do a lot
Oh,
of
yeah,
damage when they
tap
blow up on you too.
But don't I need to roll D20 first?
That's what it's going to do for you.
Plus 8.
Tap plus 8.
Alright, gotcha.
Boom! And you got a 22.
Mhm.
You have advantage, so roll again.
Yeah, we'll do-
See if you crit. Right?
Well, you crit anyways.
No, that's true. Never mind.
Yeah.
See if you double, triple crit.
No.
You did hit him with the other one. Okay, so now roll your damage on it. No. Yeah, right there. Boom. So 6 points of damage, but add 6 to that again because it does a d6, so you did 12 points of damage. Any other special abilities on your mace that might hit him harder?
I felt like it did something
Should
else.
have some-
I'm gonna laugh if it's like radiant damage.
There's more.
It heals them.
Oh, wait.
It's,
That was
Because I kind of feel like
I think. I know that it gives off the glow or whatnot.
They grant
Sentinel feet, so he can't move.
that's if he tries to back away.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's from a reaction attack. You can't move. If you
you
make a
can't,
reaction
you
attack.
can't move either on the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He,
Oh, great.
because of his
Oh, geez,
dancing.
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's also dancing.
He's all dancing, but it's
With
used
an
all
ace,
this
that's
music.
switching
So
it.
that
Slowly
means
reduce
is
his
he
health.
stuck in place?
Oh yeah, he's stuck in place. Yeah.
If he tries to walk away from
Yeah.
you,
Well, he's already held person anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah.
he's going to try and
If
break.
somehow he
free.
breaks free of that.
He did
will.
not, so he's still stuck.
Shocked.
Oh, wow.
I think it's nighttime. He's not as strong as he should be. Not as good as he once was. As good as he ever
My
was
turn?
once. Huh? Your turn, sir. Yes. You want to close range? And, oh, actually, you closed within 2, didn't you, Kyle?
Yes.
What you want to do, Jethro?
Yeah, just put me next to him.
he also wants to run in there and punch you.
Yep, I bet.
The ring didn't work, Jethro. I just saw what's his face try to put it on there. I will.
And forget my name.
Yeah, that's what I do on a daily.
Forget people's names.
And we had talked about it, so I'm assuming it's just ended.
Yeah, just swing that axe or sword or whatever you got there.
Sword. Sword.
Swing that chicken's out.
Yeah.
And this is just all auto crit stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a lot of damage.
Life stealer sword, does that do anything? When you
Well,
crit?
well, if you roll a nat 20, I think it sucks their soul out or something like that.
Do something.
It says 1d8 plus 1 charges. If you score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, it must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be slain instantly as a sword tears the skin and life force from its body.
Okay.
Sword loses 1 thing on that one on it, but
Okay.
So my maximum amount of damage
Hear this kid so
is
Right.
17.
Which soul comes out though?
leave the bad guy soul.
But
Yeah.
since it's a crit, I roll additional die. And since I have brutal critical, if I ever have a crit, I roll an additional weapon die.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Oh wow.
Right?
Doing big damage
Mm-hmm.
and possibly sucking.
Yeah, for another 5.
A steep hill.
Okay, so what did you get total? 22?
22.
Okay.
22 plus the 17 or 22 total?
Not 22 total.
Oh, wow.
I roll very low.
You get 2 additional die? Yeah, I'll get 5 more damage.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey, it happens.
sometimes you hit a 5 damage radiant smite too. That hurts your soul.
Yeah, and that was a second level or something like that too.
Yeah.
All right. He's still up. Looking pretty bloody. You get a second attack, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
22
Okay. Okay.
for 33.
Okay. That
That was my absolute max.
plunge your sword into him, and you notice that he kind of looks at you, and for just a minute, the lights kind of go out from his eyes, and he's just the little 14-year-old kid, Orin, in front of you. And he looks at you and he says, Jethro? And then he collapses to the ground. Blood everywhere and stuff like that. And you hear out in the courtyard kind of a collective. And when you, I assume, let's see, it'd be Elias and Holt would hear this from the courtyard. Okay, you guys gonna turn around?
Yes.
You see the villagers start to sit up and, oh, where are we? What's going on? What's happened?
Double tap.
Oh,
No, I see that, and
If we want to try to save these people, we might need to get them inside, seeing as how there's a bunch of undead outside.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyways, that's all.
You gonna get them through the tunnel?
I have my own stuff to do.
Right.
I'm gonna wave at the village and be like, "Hey, look, guys, remember?"
In
The
game,
mayor,
having
the mayor comes up to you and says, why are we in the castle? What are any of us doing here?
Get in the tunnels and get out and go to
What tunnel?
It's
You
the
know
one in
the
the barracks.
tunnel.
Let's go. I'll show you the way.
Tunnel?
secret
Oh, the secret tunnel. Right.
Through the mountain.
You take him to the barracks, start putting people in. Olma kind of looks a little woozy, and you get the feeling that maybe some of the residual magic of She Who Rises is kind of dissipating a bit. And she looks a little more clear-eyed. I mean, she was clear-eyed, but you could tell she was kind of fighting something. So you're getting people in there. What are you gonna do?
I'm wondering, my mace glows in the presence of evil or enemies,
That's right. It is not glowing.
So if I
Well, okay. I'm not sure what the radius is. There are undead outside the walls, but there's nobody that's an enemy to you right now. Okay.
okay,
You-
right, but he's like dead. There's no way I can.
It looks like
heal him.
he did. Well, okay.
You got revivify.
I will say this much. He only had about 10 hit points left when Jethro killed him, so it took him down to like -20. But
That's
technically
probably
he's
not
making death saves at this point.
That's why I said,
I mean, something like it's stabilizing at least,
So I was thinking I could.
absolutely not.
I
That's
could
what we'll do it. See if the guy comes back. And then he'll Yeah, I mean, this is easy. Get him a one hit point,
if
man.
I can,
So
if
maybe
I can do spare the dying will stabilize him.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm just going to cast spare the dying on him
Okay.
and make sure to whack him again. Should he?
Spare the dying.
It doesn't actually heal them. So it doesn't pop them up. It just makes them so they don't die.
Yeah. So he's just unconscious.
I know, but if it lights up, I'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Just when you smack him in
The zombie walks close. It starts lighting up. Boom! Got him.
What happened? Yeah. I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah. All right. So
Spare the dying.
Just a repeat, just waterboarding him.
Oh, Sandra couldn't handle that.
No, probably not. So you guys are getting the townspeople out, and
Yes. Yes, I am.
they're heading to. It takes you probably about 30, 45 minutes to get all the townspeople out through the tunnel, because we're talking about almost 100 people,
Yeah.
and that tunnel is not real wide. I assume you're on the other side, telling them to go to Coric's place.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the tunnel and I'm directing them to the I'm like, go this way. My bears, they can stay over there. Sorry.
Sheep. Put them on the sheep and you can ride the sheep.
There
Maybe.
you go. Yeah. So you've
I
got
don't
them
have
going.
spell slots to summon sheep.
There you go. You've got them going across the river past the lumber mill.
Nobody rides my sheep.
It takes probably about an hour and a half to do this. To get them all the way across. It's probably around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. You're getting kind of tired, but you get all of them across the river to, and they start kind of setting up tents. Coric's there, so is Miriam. The rest of the people that had escaped, and they start kind of tending to their wounds. Some of them are a little malnourished because they hadn't had a whole lot to eat. You remember, that's why Olma was down there giving them food. Olma has not left the castle yet. She's there kind of with you guys, making sure all the people are getting out and into the tunnel, and she's making sure they're okay. Okay?
Do we have like maybe an hour to rest before dawn to take a short rest?
Probably do.
Okay. I just want to take a little downtime while
Short
things are
rest,
happening.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Like, so your mace, whether it's evil
It
or
glows in the presence of enemies.
Enemies,
the
yeah.
enemies. Okay, is it like so? Almost round. Is it glowing? Any?
Not at all.
Not at
There's
all?
no glow at all.
Okay.
No glow at all.
Seems fine.
Does she look weird? Or how does she look?
She's just trying to get the townspeople out
So
into the
she's-
tunnel, and she said she's gonna be the last one. Said she's
Well, she's gonna stay here.
I don't know.
Everybody
Part of me is just like,
waiting.
cheers. Like, I gotta step over there too.
yeah.
It shines. Not
Kill the man!
Just in case when the sun comes up.
We knew
Yeah.
it. It was
Everybody gets a short rest. Okay.
I don't
I
have
want to do
that.
something.
Anybody?
I want to do
What?
something first too.
It's not glowing.
to the boy.
It's not glowing.
This-
Okay.
I'll let you know if this starts glowing. I'll tell you. Okay.
I do want to cast my divine sense,
Okay.
and until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover.
Oh. Okay. Well, the undead outside in the town are behind
that's fine.
total cover.
I don't even know if these guys.
You're getting a kind of a, you're not really getting anything. There's kind of a residual celestial. Here, let me go over here. There's kind of a residual aura of celestial in this area, but it's not the right kind of celestial. Okay.
Is it like desecrated ground or hollow ground or just like some kind of entity?
It's just the entity or whatever it was is just. I mean, when you think of celestials, you think like angelic,
Yeah.
solars. This is light based, but it's not necessarily good, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of off. It's a lighter shade of white, bright lights or something
Right.
like that. It's kind of
Off-white.
an off white. Yeah, it's beige.
Eggshell.
Beige.
Beige.
You're getting a beige aura as opposed to a bright white aura. Yeah.
I'm gonna let the party know.
Okay, so
So
remember,
it's safe to bring him.
short rest. Remember means you can roll hit
I think
dice
we
to get
keep
hit
them
points back,
separate.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
So
just-
you
Yeah,
may want to
that's
do that.
well.
I'm
I
back.
used 2 of my hit dice.
I'm gonna leave my ring on them too,
Okay.
and I think that's good.
Use two as well. We got a pretty low roll.
Keep them here.
Come on,
at the
try and put me
castle
back at
and
max.
Quarantine them for a little while.
I think so.
So you've
Will the
taken your
baby
short
man
rest. You
be
probably grabbed something
Let's
to eat. Probably
let's
some
move into
drink.
the barracks out of this weird celestial evil.
Yeah, I
Beige.
mean,
Yeah,
all
I
you
know
want
you
to
can
get
do
them
that. You can do that.
A,
Now-
away from their necromantic minions, and B, somewhere with tighter quarters we can control.
Yeah. Now the barracks, remember, are. I mean, they're in better shape, but you're probably not gonna be able to hold them in there like a jail. They're not really.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
wanted them. I just wanted them away from
Imagine.
the weird.
Let's just throw them down the well and
into the
It seemed to work before,
Yeah.
right?
What?
All right, so you take them into the barracks. Olma is perfectly fine with going to the barracks. The sun peeks up over the horizon, and your mace glows like the sun. Okay, and you notice that Olma's eyes begin to glow. The kid's eyes light up. I mean, he was. Light up too, and your mace goes from. It's almost hard to look at. It's letting you know that enemies are here, right? Okay.
Am I by myself? Has everybody left? me?
No, we're not.
We run away.
Is the kid still unconscious but stabilized, but his eyes are glowing? What's happening?
No, when the sun comes up, his eyes snap open. Okay, and he is completely conscious awake. You
Okay.
figure that when the sun rose, he got hit with his full powers, and he's back.
Stab.
Steady, so yeah.
All right.
I feel like everybody's like,
Roll to hit.
How
Okay.
was Oma full power too?
You're not sure, but her eyes are lighting up as well. Yeah.
They got to go.
Remember when I said double tap?
I can cast web.
Alright, so you said roll to hit.
Yeah, roll to
Do I
hit.
get advantage because he's prone?
Sure.
remind me what is the ruling on twin spell with you can't twin spell magic missile because it can hit multiple targets?
yeah.
Correct. Unfortunately. Otherwise, it was cool.
Not the best roll, but does a 21 hit?
Yes, it will hit him.
Alright. Jeez. 3, that's 7, plus 2 is 9. 14 piercing. That's a unique attack. So 14 piercing plus, so that's 20, so 23 damage total
Okay.
of magical piercing. As I plunge it into his forehead, or try to.
Yeah, he actually dodged some away of that, but yeah. You do stab him and he takes damage, just you didn't get to plunge it into his
Yeah,
forehead, that's all. Alright, okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
He takes it. Okay.
We did work.
Who else is going to try and shank the kid?
Magic missile.
Okay, go for
Wait.
Just point blank, yeah.
Ooh, that's a 3 and a 4 for the first two.
it. Okay, nice.
Plus 1 for each, so
5
9. Yeah. 9 total?
9.
Okay.
Okay. And a 3 and a 2 plus 2, so whatever that 4,
Okay,
7 more.
14 plus 2 more 16. Yes, okay.
Okay.
Should be going over there for a hope.
Alright. Now what? Everybody gets a surprise round.
Am I there? Because I was helping people go to the.
Oh, no, you're not.
So we can just attack?
Yeah, you can just attack.
All
He's
right.
still prone. Yeah.
Are Olma and what's his name standing together?
No, almost kind of like on the. I guess I could put a little thing for her. Hold on. Oh wait a minute, I've got to move my map just a second. Hold on. So he's probably like right here. Sartre's probably standing there. Jethro's probably standing there. Let's see. Abrael's here. You want me close to him, Arlen, or you want to be far enough away that you can shoot him?
I'm not a melee person, so
Gotcha.
I'll be
And then
So right next to him.
Holt is
like I was the last battle.
elsewhere.
And the bears
Otherwise,
are
he's
also no longer
exposed.
there.
Oh, they're not. They're what?
The bears are also gone
Okay.
because they dissipate after an hour.
Right. Let me get rid of them real quick. All right. Let me get a Olma character.
Mhm.
Okay. So here's Olma. She's kind of back over here, probably by
Physically hurt.
Arlen actually.
Mhm.
All right. So no, they're not. They're not side by side. I figured you guys wouldn't want to leave them close to each other. That would be probably dangerous. So
Sounds
yeah.
bad.
Does he look like he's
Hmm?
fully healed?
You don't see any of his
No.
wounds on him anymore from the earlier night, from earlier in the night. So you're getting the feeling he may no longer be injured by that stuff.
Yay.
Well, you don't know for sure.
Alright, so I'm gonna hit him with my Mace of Home and Hearth.
Smack him on the forehead.
You have advantage because he is prone.
Got a 4 for the first try, and a 13 for the second try.
Wait, what did you say the first time?
So you just send a sending.
4.
Okay, 13 and second on the 13 on the second one. Those both miss.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then
Yeah, how far does message go?
Not that far.
Not that far.
Like
100 feet.
next time I will do a spell.
Alrighty. Who else is attacking? Jethro? You already gone? Elias? You?
have not gone.
Okay.
You want to go first?
You're doing? Or you are.
Make him dance again.
That's a one-shot thing, so
Okay.
And guess I'll just attack him.
Alright, so
Fire all the whole barracks, make it collapse.
Alright. That's what I'm learning.
It's all, yeah.
28 enough to hit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's only 8 magical slashing.
Okay.
Must be a new day.
It is a new dawn.
Yeah.
A new day. A new dawn.
Technically.
Alright, now it's for 9 magical slashing. That's it.
When you need to rest.
Or it says once per day. I don't know
Oh,
what
good.
that means. The bagpipe thing.
No, I know.
Maybe it should be the next day then.
Or is it a day or if it's a long rest or
Longer.
So I would have not been next to him. I'd have been like,
Okay.
or I'd have been
Fair point.
Chilling.
scared.
Probably over.
Yeah.
I don't have Sandra.
So I want
Because
a
I'm very small.
spiritual weapon.
Protected from you.
See, that protects his good legs.
There you go.
Wait, did you get
And
you hit him with the mace?
we had
Yeah.
She missed.
So you get this. Oh, you missed. I was gonna say something like that.
we had advantage on our because he's prone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's prone.
Well, that's if he tries to mend anyways. You use your reaction. That opportunity.
Does 19 hit?
No.
So he misses.
Okay.
So, but the spirit by my loot is next to him now.
Okay. Gotcha.
Spirit of the loot.
Yeah, spirit is
Oh,
Spirit of
okay.
alcohol.
That's the loot that you use to play before you swap to the bagpipes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the soul of your old
that's
loot.
the whole. It just looks cool and back
Yeah.
being pumped in. It's like in pain, trying to
Yeah,
bang
right,
over
right.
Like,
Come on.
Yeah. It was like a
Alrighty.
WWE, the honky tonk man. The guitar.
Everybody's gone? Okay. Their turn then.
They just run away.
No.
Oh,
Just run away.
either they do it or we do it. It's, we just
Instead,
moved to another country after this.
Yeah.
We just moved to another country. They'll be
Yeah,
over
it's
here.
pretty much.
Yeah, right, yeah. That's what we said last time, too.
I'll tell the tale how we actually won. That's
Yeah.
bad.
We saved that other continent. Yeah.
You should believe.
I think actually he's going to just do his 2 attacks on whoever's next to him. I think he's going to attack.
Well, is that not the surprise round?
Oh yeah, so we need to do initiative. Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do initiative.
Oh, why aren't you rolling initiative?
These darn solar
Oh,
powered
I am a
devils.
dragon.
Yeah.
Nat one.
I like that initiative.
What's your bonus?
I dropped my mace and now I'm looking for it.
Oh my gosh, where'd I put my mace? Yeah.
I'm small. Maybe I could roll under a bed.
Maybe.
Doesn't look like there's at least 4 in here, so.
Above 20.
26 again.
Okay, go ahead. You're first.
Yay!
All right, I'm a hit him.
And he's still prone, so you still have advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action summon my shield as well, so it's flying.
You're in your Captain America.
Good thing we got advantage. Jeez, maybe shit, might not matter. Yeah, that's gonna be a miss for the first one.
Okay.
So second attack. Yeah, that's better. 28 to hit.
Yes, absolutely.
You can do it, Audrey.
I'm trying. 8, 10, 14 piercing. Yeah, pretty consistent with that. Plus another 10, so 24 piercing.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Anybody else going 26? 25? 24?
I don't remember when I go.
I would like to.
I think it was a little late.
It might be Jennifer.
He stands up in 24. Okay. And he's going to turn towards you, Aurel, and attack you. Two more great sword attacks. What's your AC?
20.
Okay, you got 24.
Okay, that'll hit.
And unfortunately,
It's full damage time.
yeah, it's full damage time.
It's -1 damage. That's the full damage.
Yeah, I like it.
23 slashing,
Ow. That hurts.
21 hit.
Yeah, double one, yeah.
Just barely.
Just barely. Yeah. Take 10 for her second attack.
So good. They should be back
Let's see, I
in
think
it.
that's another
Ross dead in the
21.
barracks.
Jeez.
Molly, we're not used to it. Tell
Take
Well. Till they come to the door.
7. Third attack. That went.
Sure, they
Take
don't know.
5. Fourth attack. Oh,
Well, I don't know if they keep them in picture.
2. Fifth attack. 16.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That beats it.
Okay. 3.
What does meets it beats it mean?
Sixth attack.
That was my armor class.
14 will
Sixth
miss. She missed. She.
Yeah.
What you guys see is she turns with this little dagger and she just blurs. And you're like, what? And she stabs Arlen 5 times in the blink of an eye. And you're like,
Damn.
okay, yeah, it's crazy. That brings us to.
Mike stabs at you 5 times or successfully stabbed you 5
Well, she stabs at her 6 times and 5 out of 6 connect. Yeah.
What was the number on Ona's 24 or 23?
24. She goes to 24. Ironically, I rolled initiative, the same initiative for both of them. So they're both
Nice.
going at 24.
How
So that makes it easy. Yeah. 20, 23, 22, 21, 20,
Next
19.
19.
19. Jethro.
Alright. It seems like we're really about this.
Mm-hmm.
Going to rage. For my final rage.
Or just keep it going the rest of the day. Yeah. Punching people.
Just keep biting your tongue.
I can't make it last longer than a minute. But,
Oh, yeah.
reckless attack.
Yeah. Well, he's already gone. Might as well, right?
29.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's not anywhere close to that.
For 14. Magical slashing. I didn't mean to roll that one. 28 to hit.
Yeah, I'll hit. Absolutely.
For another 14.
Okay.
Elias, you got a choice to make.
All right.
Go with me, or you suck some damage.
Fuck, I know the answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the answer to that is.
Get out of here. Yeah. All right. So yeah, it's still up. You heard him. You're definitely doing damage to him. That was 19, 18, 17, 16. Who's
I'm
next?
16.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thanks, just nope, 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 nope.
Arlen is so she's going to, since Elias is my only ally within 10 feet of me, right?
Yes.
I will grab Elias and thunder step away from Oma
Okay.
to an unoccupied space within sight range. I guess as far away as we can get inside this barracks.
Okay. Can you go through?
I can't go through. I have to see where I'm
Are
Got
there
it.
windows in this
Yeah,
barracks?
did we leave the door open?
You probably did leave the door open, honestly.
going. Okay.
Look out a window.
You want to go inside? Okay, well, go outside. We're gonna get some fresh air.
So, Thunderstep, you are heading 30 feet, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna say right here.
Okay.
And Elias is with you. But
And then she needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Well, you know, Mike's rolling dice.
she's got pretty good con. Oh no, actually, she did not.
Yeah.
Rolling that 1. So there you go.
Okay, all right. So she's gonna take. So I'm gonna cast this at 3rd level. So I'm gonna get an extra D10. So she's gonna take 4d10 thunder damage.
Okay, cool. Roll your branch.
2
Okay.
plus 3
She's
plus 9 plus 7.
Made a favorite.
So those last 2 are not bad. 9, 7,
Alright.
10, 19. something.
She dies. I'm kidding. No.
That's
Yeah.
Um,
And
Just making sure there was no other. I don't think there's another effect. That
Okay, I
was
was
that.
wondering. All
But
right.
yeah, we can move up to 300 feet away, but I don't think we want to go that far.
Yeah. All right. So that brings us. Remember, over here there is. Oh, you can't see where I'm pointing. Let me get on here. Remember that in this area right back here, that's where the postern gate is.
Yes.
That's one that takes you out by the. Actually, I think is that the way you came in.
No, we came into the tunnel.
Okay.
Zone.
Secret tunnel. Yeah. So right out here, remember there is a little gate out of the castle if you need to hightail it out of there. All right. So that was in 14, 15.
I was 16, so the next person should be, unless you have someone,
No.
Elias at 9.
I
Okay.
have no surprises. I just have big beefy people.
So,
Oh, that's 6
With
attacks.
the-
Pretty surprising.
backbiting with the Mad Bard, it says once per day. Is it a new day or is it
New day.
Okay.
The sun has risen. It's a new day.
Yep. So I will try do the auto irresistible dance as a wisdom 17, and I'm going to cut in words in before.
Okay.
So you'll take 5 off of whatever he.
Okay. Who are you doing this to? The
The
boy or the girl or all one?
the boy. The
Okay.
boy.
Wisdom save. Yep.
Yes.
And he's -5.
-5.
And what's the DC?
17.
Okay, you got a 30. -5 is 25, so he's still okay. Yeah, it's daytime.
I'm tired of dancing.
Dancing this time.
Then the spiritual weapon attacks.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure an 18 does not hit.
It will not.
Yeah. So
That's
I
why I
am
was
useless.
No. Just he made a save this time. You locked him down with that.
I did.
Yeah.
I did
yeah.
work once.
And you locked down the dragon if you
I did. Lock down.
The dragon was laughing. Was it?
That was
control.
Touch was under control.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Who's next?
Me.
Joosting? Or are you gonna smack bomping?
Get rid of
You bonking? You spelling?
Be about it.
Just give it a be Bob.
Or you cast a spell?
I'm thinking about throwing stool. I figure there's stools around here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Is that a catapult ability? Yeah, catapult spell?
catapult's a good
Yeah,
one.
catapult's a fun spell.
So,
I throw a stool at you.
and if I cast this,
Talking about a
at-
piece of furniture. That makes
Yeah.
much more sense.
Yes.
Not too bad.
Yeah, that he grows.
so okay.
Psychic dance.
So I'm gonna do thrown stool. I'm gonna do it at level 3. So that means
What's he need to do?
the spell increases by 5 pounds. The damage increases by 1d8 for each level above first.
Okay.
So it's a
But normally that's
first
how
level spell
much?
and I'm a 3rd level spell. So
Normally how much damage does it do? So it's going to do 5d8, is that right? Or does it normally do 5? No,
I
it does
think
5d8.
it's 5d8 normal,
Yeah, yeah.
but then I want to.
No, are
because-
you in your 3rd level spell slots?
Yeah, I have 1 more left.
Okay, no. Then when you cast it there, it's going to do 5d8. That's
Oh,
fine.
so it's already there. Okay.
Right. So what does he need to do? Dex 19? Okay. He made it. He got a 20.
Nice.
Barely. Oh, wait,
Wow.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 20. So does that mean you missed him?
What is the
What
No,
did the
I
full
just
spell
assumed that's
say?
what you said.
was it mouse that's it error?
No,
No,
it's on
no,
a
from stool. Okay. Object would strike a creature. That creature must take a dex saving throw.
Fail
On a
save.
failed
So
save,
he
the
made
object
save.
strikes the target and stops moving.
So you throw probably one of the beds at him, and he spins in time to cut it in half with his great sword, and it passes on either side of him. Probably.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's terrible.
Well, that was a waste.
That's how you got to do that. All right. So that was what. Okay. Who comes after Sartre?
That's the end, huh?
That's
Okay.
the top of the round with Aubrielle again.
Gabrielle again.
Alright. Are we running or are we fleeing or fighting?
And it looks like they're.
And I'm gonna stab.
Okay.
I'm going to run! Also, since my shield is flying around me, I'm gonna bonus action cast Shield of Faith actually.
Oh, that's nice. What's +2?
Yes, and I've got 22 AC.
Yeah, that's nice. Hey, you're almost. Well, you're actually higher than him. That's good.
You know what, little screw. As I'm bleeding out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a crit!
Oh, nice.
Heck yeah.
Who's that crit?
Alright. 6 plus 4 is 10 plus 1. there we go. So 20 magical piercing plus 12 is 32 plus 12 is 44. I could bonus action disengage, but
But it's not.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold the line.
Oh, we're fighting, guys. We're fighting.
Yeah, we're fighting.
I'm making the executive
we're here
decision. We ain't leaving until all these guys are dead.
Uh-huh.
He's at the camp being like,
Okay. You know what they should do? They should make sure.
That's what I'm telling the dragon and the kinku. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna we
We're
ain't
killing
gonna
kids
flee.
out here.
We're gonna finish them off. There ain't no way we're gonna flee and give up this fight.
"Where'd you know
Oh
we
wait,
were
I got
in
another
camp?"
attack.
You got another attack, right? Yes.
I rolled with advantage for some reason.
You did. You don't have advantage anymore.
No, so I'll use the 12 plus 9 because that was my second roll.
Right.
12 plus 9 is 21.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. Well, it worked out. I don't know why. I rolled
Beats it.
advantage.
Yeah.
Because we have that.
I guess because he was prone and
Because he was prone.
we had other stuff last time too.
Yeah. He was not prone anymore.
At least it worked out. All right, 7. This one is 8. 8 plus 4, so 12 magical piercing.
Okay. Cool.
And
Remember, you are no, you're not hasted anymore. Sorry.
so yeah, that'll be it.
All right. That was 26. That brings us to the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to swing it again.
No, not face.
I'm the hero of Stonegate.
We might have bit the dead row.
He's going to.
We're fighting to the last.
Hey, hi laddie.
We would never give up. We always
First
fight to the
attack on
last.
you is a
That's what I'm
22.
telling the kinku right now.
That's gonna be to beat it. So
All right.
yeah,
Let's see.
That concentration check. But
yeah, I'm gonna need to. Yeah.
7. All right. Take 17.
With the hash shield. 17 slashing.
Yeah. Oh, he missed you with a second attack though.
I like it. What about the radiant?
He hadn't done that. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the radiant. Yeah. The radiant damage. 32 radiant.
I'm down.
Whoosh. All right. All right.
Yeah, right.
And then actually, she walks up and is going to attack you, Sartre.
I thought she
I
was
thought
going
you were
to
talking
like,
golly, just
No, that's me.
just couldn't right. Well, sometimes they do that.
Next opportunity attack damage. That's it.
Well, actually, hang on. Don't tell me.
Like if you're trying to assassinate
Let's see. Her.
that's who they
She
can
attacked
We
you.
should have done it to.
14. 14 hit.
18.
Okay. Second hits. Third hits.
I should not have told you what. I should have made it a higher number.
32 is your AC.
Fourth
Maybe I
miss.
rolled that
misses.
high.
Fifth misses. Okay, so 3 of them hit you. But just a D8. 4, 12, 19. So take 19 slashing damage.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick 19 slashing damage.
I'm immune to slashing damage
All right,
because I'm not there.
Yeah, that's right. You are. All right.
Can't slash me if I'm not
All right. Let's see.
Are you down?
Oh yes.
Yeah, he's down.
Oh yeah.
That brings us to whoever's next, because my 2 people have gone.
It's Jethro.
Jethro should be next, yeah.
Jethro, you're next.
Alright. I continue swinging it. And a reckless attack. Yes,
Sorry,
Not
Ronnie.
running
Yeah, you're
yet?
seeing that with the dragon.
Still not running?
17 magical slashing.
You have to die a hero or live
Okay,
long
yeah.
enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah. So
You know, I might as well die here.
that's right. Remember me.
Dirty 20.
See, I'm gonna live long enough to become the
Dirty
villain. That's the
21.
secret.
We have arrived.
So they're dead now.
That's nice. How quickly that came back up.
Wow, sweet. Both of the villains are gone though.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Yeah. No.
Huh.
They're
Oh,
right
very
next to each other
nice.
now. So
Yeah.
the problem is.
One died from attacks, the other died from heartbreak. Yeah.
So
Yep.
yes. Let's see. That was Jethro had gone. I think she's going to use a legendary action.
Oh, God.
She's going to heal.
Oh, he'll me.
Heal the shining one.
Where's the shot?
Yeah, all right. Hey, never know until you ask, right?
That's right.
But yeah, we would never surrender or anything like that. That's why we were able to win earlier. Last night.
That's right.
That's what I'm telling Corey right now.
So she heals him. He's
And
going
the
to
dragon.
do a legendary action as well.
Like carry her across the threshold out the door.
I think they're gonna teleport away again.
If we're the only thing standing in their way.
You three who are next to him, make a dex save, please.
With all my might, I'm
If
like,
you don't mind, I make that.
Yeah,
next
I'll
save.
go ahead and make that deck save.
Okay, yeah. Roll a dex save. Yep.
That's an automatic.
Yeah, you're just down.
Fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like an automatic fail on a death save.
Yep.
It do be like that.
Hey,
Because it already crit.
Really?
run it.
14.
I don't think it's automatic.
It was an AoE, yeah. If it was that, it'd be automatic crit.
Okay. Dex save.
22.
22 will not.
No. That's right. Their saves are higher than that. So I rolled that 22 earlier and it was not enough.
It was 23.
And that was my max roll.
Take 13 fire damage,
Alright.
and then take
What do you guys do?
11. Radiant damage.
I know this warrior mage named Tor who has a helmet of teleporting.
Yeah. No, it's
Took
about
25.
Ooh.
Staying in the fight or what?
Oh yes.
We staying in the fight or what?
Heroes of the city, man. We gotta stay.
Look, I know that you exploded. So, I mean,
She ran.
I'm just trying to figure out how to help y'all do whatever y'all do.
Just shoot it from back where you are. You're right.
I cast dancing lights.
I'll tell you right now, I am mind reader, and I'm not even facing y'all's direction. I'm sitting here, got two problems in front of me. It's whatever's going on, you got to say something if something's going on.
There's 99 problems. And they're all right in front of them.
I already said the retreat.
Oh, you died though.
Yeah.
You can't retreat.
I know.
You said it last.
Oh, hold on.
I can cast mess.
All I heard was, "What's the plan?" That was it.
I got worried that before that.
All right. That was okay. Who's next?
Who I
You
was
just
the rest
went-
of
It's now the scent of a
You just
pine
I just went.
Okay, that was the legendary.
He doing tricks for people down in the town. It's just whacked it up.
A nice note of dancing.
At that point, I think what I'm gonna do. I mean, I think I'm just gonna yell out loud. We need to go, and then
Let's go.
I'm going to twin spell
Ooh. Haste.
Blind.
greater invisibility
Oh.
on Jethro and Sashra.
Okay. That's nice.
Will that go away if I do an action?
Nope.
No,
only if you-
not greater invisibility.
No, that's right. Greater invisibility is sexy. It is. It's a sexy spell. I don't remember what greater invisibility does, honestly.
You get advantage attacks of kind
Makes them invisible.
Makes
Yeah, but I think you can
they
do
get
other stuff, yeah.
disadvantage on attacks against them, and then
Yeah, they get to do everything they would want to do.
Yeah.
Period. But
I think
she has to concentrate on it and only lasts for a minute. So if you attack her, then it could go away. But
don't say that out
I'm
loud.
just saying.
You don't need to say that out loud.
But
Because
attacking,
normally regular invisibility when you attack it goes away.
right?
And then
This one
I'll move, and then I'll move
Well, you don't lose
towards
your,
the
concentration, you're
sister
good.
sword.
Alrighty, so I'm sorry. You cast greater invisibility on Jethro and Sarah. Okay.
And then I'm going to book it.
Towards the opening.
Hey, that's what I told him to do, man.
You're running this one. Okay, so you're moving 30. So you
Hey.
get,
Yeah,
It
that's
is
my
what it is.
movement.
okay.
Ain't no-
And then Elias, how far can you move?
Could have been bang.
What was it?
35.
Right.
Sliver?
Alright, so you're right at my side.
Yeah.
Silver.
Sliver.
Sliver. Oh, sliver.
Sliver. Alrighty, so that brings us to who else? You've gone.
After me, it's Elias.
I assume you're running.
Yeah, well, before I will try to
Okay.
lock one of them down. Try
Okay.
to Tasha's his sniper.
Okay.
Once again, I want to try to voting words. So they take 5 from whatever they roll, and wisdom DC 17 DC.
Are you doing it to her or him?
Whoever I could have seen. I don't know if I can.
Probably see either one.
Let's just do it to. She looked like a speed demon, so let's try to lock her down.
Okay. Let me go back. Okay, so she just. Oh, actually, she did not make it. So she starts flapping uncontrollably.
She is not prone.
Yeah, she is now considered prone. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I have him go back in.
And she has no movement.
All right.
Till the end of her turn.
Also means she can't take legendary actions. So that's nice.
Just keep raging and
She's-
smashing. Now that he's invincible.
So
And then I'm.
I think I'm
You're
next.
I guess I'll attack him with my spiritual weapon.
Okay, you can
do it. And yeah, then that thing's worthless. So
yeah.
and I get splinters, and as I'm running away, it just kind of dissipates because I
Yes.
don't
All right.
see it anymore.
You last. Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to run to Avriel.
You're right beside.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to healing word Avriel.
Okay. How much does that heal?
2d4
So
plus
it
buff
is-
stats.
There you go.
Okay. Go here. Where's healing word right there? Click on this right here. Boom. Let's
So
see.
you
You
get
did 10 back.
points.
Oh, take it.
And
Luckily, you're at the top.
I hear no bell.
and I'm gonna scream, run.
Okay. And
I'll
are you
take
going
that.
to run away and let him get an attack of our? Oh, you're invisible.
You're right.
Yeah.
It would
This
be
is
with
a-
disadvantage.
maybe with disadvantage,
If
you
he
can take
doesn't-
off?
Is able to.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I get if he's able to see her. Right.
I only have one.
Well, he noticed
spell
that she was
point
right there.
left.
There, yeah.
Right.
You can feel.
Then
You
I
can tell.
can
What's your AC?
Yeah. It'd be different if he
Mine
didn't.
is
I
easy.
was wondering if it does.
All right.
That's why it's disadvantage, 'cause it
Does
swings wildly.
hit you,
Okay.
but you're kind of beefy, so maybe you can handle it. He does
60 points of damage to me.
200.
He does
Hitting around
20 slashing.
45 per turn. To me,
He's still gonna do like 40 radiant, so get ready.
or per swing, anyways.
At least she'll be invisible when she's
Oh,
down.
this is deserved.
That's right.
16 rating.
No, that's not his age.
At least she'll still be invisible if she falls down. He doesn't know if you kill her or not.
And I'm down. In fact, I'm dead. I'm at death.
No, you're not. No, you're just getting ready.
You're in-
That's it. Yeah, she's down. Yeah. So you sprint to run away and fall.
Yeah.
Nobody sees where she landed because she's invisible.
Exactly.
Damn it.
Nobody knows that she's dead. She could just be being quiet, sneaking.
You should be able to. I mean,
It'll go off after a minute, so.
Yeah, after a minute, she'll just be laying there. Y'all be all going.
that's hilarious.
So,
Oh
Except for
my
my
god.
passive perception of 21.
are you guys planning to
You get up
run?
to step and you trip
Wait,
over
does
her body. Or
her ability drop if she gets hit though?
I don't think so.
it lasts as long as your concentration.
Yeah, it was
Right.
it's your concentration.
Now that she's down,
It was
so
like the thing in Harry Potter when he was, when Malfoy punched him in the face
And
and
then put him on his
the
cloak.
punches and they
Yeah.
throw him on his cloak.
That's how it
It was
works.
there. Yep.
Sutter, you here yet?
All right. What are the rest of you planning to do? Are you planning to flee? You have heard
Keep hearing
run.
that, so I'm assuming that is.
Okay. You gonna run there, Amriel?
I'm gonna try to do a perception check and find the clunking mass,
Yeah,
small mass, when she fell to the ground and try to
What's your
scoop it
passive
up.
perception?
What did it you ask?
Oh yeah.
That's me.
Where's
Yeah,
my
observe.
perception? So it's 17 plus 5, so yeah, 22.
Oh, you know exactly where she did. You heard her fall right at
And then I get
She did
I mean, she
cross
just
the
touched
breast
you.
sheet, yeah.
She just touched you, so you know she's
Probably
nearby.
felt her against
You
your
saw
foot.
him swing at the air.
She didn't even take a full step yet, and when she
Yeah.
collapsed, she touches you, and then goes.
her hand's still on mine.
Probably so. All right, you gonna grab her?
I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
But while you're doing that, make sure her.
Well, remember that he's already taken his reaction.
And she's
Okay.
dancing. You can save the bonus action dash,
yeah.
maybe.
You bonus action dash and then dash again.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll dash, bonus action dash.
All right.
So legendary action.
All right, you probably have caught up to them, gone out here. You're probably now running underneath the mist.
He's already diving off. Yeah.
Yeah.
He throws Sakura invisible into the water. I was like, we'll find her. And he jumps in.
Cold water. You go. All right.
Actually, while I grab her, I'll lay hands.
You can do that.
So instead of doing a dash action, like as my action, I'll just move, bonus action dash, and lay hands for 25 hit points.
There you go.
So,
So you're
So you know,
fine.
yeah,
I'm not putting you down though.
am I up again?
Just
then?
just faster this way.
and you're up. Yeah.
You're 25.
Okay.
But you're in his arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not very heavy. She's dense.
You ever see me running out like this? Like,
Yeah.
dude,
What's he holding? He's
That's the
got a
weirdest
lump of
run I've
nothing.
ever
What an idiot.
No, it's because
How's
it's
he running like that? That's gonna slow him down.
He's so weird.
What a weirdo.
Like you know, little boobs.
Yeah, what is he doing? Is that how he runs so fast?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it breaks. That's sweet. Anyway, so Jethro, what are you doing?
He doesn't know where he's holding, so he's pulling him out the air like that.
Okay. All right. So you guys head towards the postern gate, sprinting at the, running in as fast as you
Mock
can.
speed.
Interestingly enough, you notice that the Shining One does not pursue you, so he lets you run. You go through the postern gate. Well, this is where he's planning to set up shop. So, you're leaving, he's just going to continue setting up shop. But remember, you did deprive him of workers, which is probably going to slow him some.
He doesn't have my damn ring now.
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Took that off.
And so did she.
She's got something.
Yeah, when he's slumbering off, I left it on just in case.
Did you guys get extras though?
We did.
No.
I think we gave them to some of the villagers.
Yeah.
Well, you can take them off the villagers now. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
they'll get back. All right, so you get back out to the hunters' huts, and you're all kind of bloody, beat up. A lot of you have burns, and radiant damage burns.
Oh yeah.
You get back to the huts.
I'm just exhausting these things over and over.
The villagers immediately, when they see how hurt you are, there's a big outcry of, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" The doctor comes over and starts checking your wounds and applying poultices and casting healing spells on you, and so do the clerics. Very quickly, you're back up to full hit points. You're sitting there, Miriam and Torin and Sorley, your mom and dad, are cooking food for all the villagers. Andrew and Trim are there with some food too. Miriam and Mara and Ramus, the doctor and apothecary, and Lucian and Shaba decide, kind of all motion to you that we need to get together and figure out what we're going to do next. Obviously, we can't take these guys in daytime in a stand-up battle. They're too tough. When you go over to one of the huts, one of the hunters' huts, there's only about 10 of you. You kind of sit around. There's little places to sit, and Miriam says, "Well, this is the problem that the elves had the first time. They could only beat them 1,000 years ago by catching them unawares at night when they were otherwise engaged. Perhaps we should go consult with the elves.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Maybe they would have a spell that could limit what they're doing, and I can definitely take you to where the elves are so that we can get their advice." If you look at the map of the environs around Stonegate, you can see that there is off to the east in the woods. You see how there's this little stand of trees kind of in the middle of the mountains? Way on that.
Oh, here?
Yes. That's where the elves live.
Long journey.
Yeah.
We can grab that cart.
Go back to
I forgot about that cart.
Miriam,
Some good
do
stuff
they
in
have
there.
a teleportation circle anywhere near the elven encampment?
They do. There is one nearby, so we should be able to get there kind of quickly.
Still.
That's why I was able to get there in about a week and get back after talking to him when we first realized that the Shining One, the She Who Rises. So rest up, and I'll cast Teleportation Circle, and we can be to the elves, pretty quickly as soon as you get rested up, a chance to have something to eat. And I'm going to move the villagers deeper into the woods because I really don't want them. And of course, the rest of the people there are like, yeah, we need to get somewhere safer, further away. Perhaps we should even go to Iron Gate or something like that and just completely abandon.
Probably a good idea right there.
We might want to do that. But Miriam says, well, get them to, let's see, what is it?
Ducal Wood?
Was it west?
There's Weststone is to the west.
Yeah.
And Ironstone is to
To
the
the east.
Yeah.
And then northeast is.
They're gonna head towards Weststone, which
I like
it's all right. They're gonna take the villagers to Weststone until they can get them, till you can free the village because I don't want them taken by the Shining One and She Who Rises. And Miriam says, well, let's wait until this evening when it's dark, because we know that they'll be weaker then, and if they happen to detect us teleporting there or whatever their abilities are, at least at night they won't be able to follow us or track us, hopefully, or if they do, they'll not be nearly as strong. So, yeah. Anybody want to do something for the next few, 12 hours or so until the sun goes down? Obviously, long rest for about 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to help my parents
Oh,
like
yeah, I never
serve
wanted
food
candy.
or
I
make
mean,
stuff?
It must be nice.
Yeah, so you can help your parents.
I ran away.
I'm gonna talk to Sliver, say Sliver. We're
was
really
taken
sorry
away.
that, we did bring you first, but you're an integral part of our group.
So I'm still hungover.
Are you? Okay.
They do. Okay, so we're going to see the elves?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. He's down. Hope they have a big enough teleportation circle.
It'll work. It'll work.
If that long your head fits, it probably is fine.
Yeah, just like cats,
Oh, what
put your head.
Yeah, but I was like, oh god, sorry.
So, the rest of the day, you guys rest up, get something to eat. When you wake up, the sun's beginning to set, and Miriam has, had a bit of a rest as well. She says, "All right, we'll have to go to the teleportation circle that's in town, so we'll need to sneak to the one that's in the grove behind the temple or the church." So, do you guys want to do anything to kind of make sure that the Shining One doesn't see you, or the undead don't see you, or anything like that? Anything in particular?
Well, now that we've rested, we're gonna pass without a trip.
Sounds good.
There we go.
Everybody make me a stealth check.
Make it
24.
Okay.
Oh, dude, as soon as I
35.
Remember, undead don't have a really good passive perception, so we're okay.
And it's what?
Huh? Stealth.
28.
And remember, you get a +10 because pass without trace. And I think Jethro has disadvantage.
Yep. So 17.
That's still pretty
Nice,
good.
nice.
All right.
25.
You begin moving through the town.
Seven.
The sun is down, so it's kind of dark. There's lots of shadows to hide in. You don't see a whole lot of undead in the town anymore. You get the feeling they've probably been moved up to maybe the castle. Maybe they're going to be used for labor since the villagers aren't there. Head down the road this way. Again, it's eerie how everything's empty and all the villagers are just kind of gone. You always remember Stonegate is such a thriving, lively place where you grew up, a lot of you, or at least you had a good time staying at the inn, drinking a lot and playing, your lute. You get to the grove, the teleportation circle, and Miriam, makes sure everybody gets into the circle and that Sliver fits. He kind of pulls his tail around all of you so it's not sticking out. We'll lose the end of your tail. And then she begins touching the runes around the teleportation circle. She, begins saying the words of the spell, and all of a sudden there's kind of a wibbly wobbly feeling. It's dark again for like 2 or 3 seconds. You feel like you're passing through like spider webs, and poof, you're standing in the woods again. And she says, "Okay, I believe this is the right one." She checks the room. She says, "Yes, it should be near the enclave of elves. The conclave of wizards is what the name of the town is." So as you appear,
Cow?
conclave,
Yeah.
of wizards, cow.
The cow.
So you come out of the woods.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Good thing it wasn't called the sheep.
Yeah. conclave of sheep costs. Sign costs. Okay. So you begin moving to the woods. Miriam tells you that you're probably about half a mile from the village where the wizards live. And she said, but she knows the way there. And you can tell there's kind of a faint trail that you're following. And you think maybe also you see a few lights up ahead. About 5 minutes goes by, and you realize that the trees are starting to kind of thin out a little bit. There's less underbrush, and up ahead, yes, you can definitely see some lights. The lights are close to the ground, few more minutes goes by, and you come out onto what is obviously a road. And this road kind of runs north to south, and north, you can see it's where the lights are. You can see what looks like a wooden building. Almost looks like the roots and things have been grown to make this building. It's got a door, windows, and stuff like that. And it's built around the base of this tree. That's what it looks like. And as you begin heading towards it, you're maybe almost at the edge of this clearing, and all of a sudden you hear halt, or you'll be shot where you stand.
Do we see him?
The voice is coming from up in the trees, so you're not really sure.
You said halt?
Yes,
Oh, that's me.
shoot them. And you about that time you hear Miriam go,
Easy.
"Oh, stop. And so a couple minutes goes by and you hear, Miriam, is that you? And she says, yes, these are my friends. They're friends. Don't hurt them. And the guy says, fine, all right. Hold on, before you come in.
Bounty out on you or something.
Yeah.
Or like,
They heard
Holt,
of your antics.
I'm
and
Holt,
she-
shoot him.
They heard of me.
That's right.
Heard.
So a couple minutes goes by, and you hear the voice up in the trees say, "Stay right where you are. We have to bring the captain." And so a few minutes goes by. You're kind of standing there. It's a little chilly because you are up in the mountains, a little cooler. Slivers looking around at everything. He's never seen trees this big. He's like, wow, because these trees are huge. They're really, really old. And behind him, you can see the mountains. And he's like, wow, mountains. Can I go see them?
Well, you have wings.
Maybe hold on. The captain comes back.
All right. And he's gone.
Nice job, bro.
And so,
I can't stop him. He's a dragon.
right.
What am I gonna do?
Not suggest flying off.
So
Eh.
a couple minutes goes by, and you notice this tall, blonde-headed elf come walking toward you. Got a helmet on, bow, sword, big shield. Walks up to you and says, "Miriam, why have you brought your friends here?" And you can tell that this is a woman. And Miriam says, "Because we need the advice of the Cuckling of Wizards." And she says, "This is not a good time."
Sure. Well, we've got the shining one and the shining bitch back at the place. Stonegate.
Look, it's not a good time.
Well, it was y'all's job to keep them sealed up, and look what happened.
And she kind of pops the eyebrow, the faceplate of her thing open and raises and says, "You can stay at the inn. Don't go anywhere else."
All
And
right.
she walks off.
We have a dragon. Might come back. Please don't shoot it.
I saw him. She says, "Moonstone dragons are welcome here. He's probably just gone to check out the mountaintops where they normally live anyway."
Oh, he's a moonstone dragon.
He's never coming back.
That's yeah. He's gonna find his mama.
He said that's where they live anyway.
Now he abandoned us.
I think his mom's dead.
He's like, how does it feel now, guys?
Now that he's an adult dragon, since we gave him a young adult dragon, he might find a girlfriend dragon.
He's like, look, I had a hangover last night.
Okay. Anyway, so you walk forward towards this building that's built around the base of the tree and up to the front door. It's kind of lit a little bit, but there's not a whole lot of lights on. And as Miriam pushes the door open, and she says, "Yellen, you've got guests and visitors." And from one of the doors towards the back, this dark-haired elf comes out and he says, "Miriam, I've got enough rooms for everybody. It's fine, no worries. What brings you here with your friends?" And she says, "We need the advice of the Conclave of Wizards." And he says, "Oh, I don't know that you'll be able to get in to see them.
Well, they're gonna have to see us.
We've been attacked by evil elves, drow. A large group of drow came through, and they've been attacking us for about the last month or so, but it's hit and run tactics. We have trouble finding them. We don't have a whole lot of warriors here, a lot of wizards, yes, and they seem to be strangely resistant to scrying or divination, and I don't know.
Are they still attacking y'all?
Yes, we had an attack last night, and we were in the middle of a wizard. Well, they were in the middle of a wizard meeting. Tavern keeper, he says, and the high wizard Reyna, her family was killed. All of them.
Ooh.
can happen.
She's not really in a mood to talk to anyone at this point. So yeah, it's not a good time.
Well, maybe if we help them kill these drow, that'll help us.
I'm sure they would help you.
We could be the heroes of Cow.
The cow hero.
Cow savior.
The Cow Saviors.
We'll be the cowboys.
The cowboys. There you
The
go.
bravest bovine.
You guys now have a name. You're the cowboys.
That's our group.
The
Cowboys.
The Stonegate Cowboys.
We
Oh my
can't turn it
god.
down like that, though.
The
That's already-
Cowboys of Stonegate.
The Cowboys of Stonegate.
That's already trademark. We can't take that.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones might come after us.
Cow folk. Also, might be a little mark with your romance.
So he says,
Are you
well,
calling me a cow?
No, because it says boys and not girls.
Ah! She was doing this to me. So I was like,
I was saying because cowboys, I was saying
Yeah, right,
cow
right.
folk would be.
cow folk of Stonegate, yeah. So
Cow folks.
Yellen goes, look, I'll go get the rooms ready.
Okay.
Somebody will bring you some food and some ale in a couple minutes. Let me get everything taken care of.
Yeah.
And he kind of
He hooks up.
heads off through one of the doors.
Sheep.
You guys gonna find a place to sit? This area is very, very dim. There's like maybe one lamp lit on one wall and maybe one
Fancy
behind the bar.
lights.
Yeah, you can do that.
Pine scent.
Yeah.
Like this at home.
It smells clean too.
Hey, smell pine salt.
That's like, that's all.
A few minutes later, a young elven girl with dark hair, very much favors Yellen, comes in. She's got a platter full of breads and cheeses and looks like some fruit and some berries. And she puts it on the table, and then she brings out some mugs of ale for you, and then heads back into, you guess what's the kitchen area. 4 or 5, well, probably about 10, 15 minutes goes by, and Yellen comes back out to the table and says, I've seen the food has arrived, your rooms are ready. Yeah, maybe a little while before you can actually get in to see the High Wizard, but eventually she will see you.
But what have these drow been attacking at? Any
Well,
particular?
we've got different clearings that are involved in different things. We've got a artificer's clearing, well, I should say a magic user's clearing, where they work on their spells and things along those lines. We've got a craftsman's clearing. We've got, of course, this clearing, which is where the inn is. We've got a living area, several clearings where elves live, and they hit different clearings at different times. They've hit the craftsman's clearing to the point where nobody's even rebuilding anymore there. It seems like they'd wait about a week or so until things start to get rebuilt, and then they hit it again. So the craftsmen have all just headed back to their homes. They've raided several of the home clearings. It's just, like I said, last night they raided the clearings where the High Wizard's family was and slaughtered them all. And so she's not in a real good place right now. But you're welcome to stay as long as you need to. Any friend of Miriam's is, of course, a friend of mine. So, yeah, I'll leave you to it. He kind of heads back to the kitchen, maybe where the little girl, probably his daughter, went to. So,
So what time of night is it?
it's probably 9 or 10 o'clock. I
Okay,
mean,
so probably not
you
that
waited
late.
until the sun went down, you teleported, you walked for about an hour or so. So, yeah.
Have they attacked this like this evening already, or they?
No. They attacked, and they don't attack every night. It's every 2 or 3 days, and they seem to be trying to make sure that we can't predict when they're going to do it. Just when we think we've got all of our areas covered, they'll hit us where we're weakest. It's really disheartening.
When was the last time they had a craftsman place? I know you said no, we're doing
Right,
anything there more.
probably about 3 nights ago was the last time they did it. Yeah.
What kind of stuff do they usually have at the craftsman place? Is it more of just like little booths that people set up? Is it some actual buildings that are there?
Actual buildings, most of them are up in the trees. A few of them are on the ground. Of course, the blacksmith was on the ground because you don't want to have a blacksmith in a tree,
Oh, yeah.
obviously. And he says, but we've got weavers, jewelry makers, all of those, and they tend to have their stores in the trees. And they get up there. Once they get one taken over, it's pretty easy to get from tree to tree to get the rest of them. So, yeah. He says, well, I'll leave you to it. And he heads.
All right.
I mean, it seems if they keep repeatedly attacking this craft market, seems like that would be a good place to maybe set up a trap ambush for them.
That's what I'm thinking. We could even have them in, like there and then somewhere else to, so we're not
I think we go scout it out.
prepared.
I think it's
What time is it now?
It's probably maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock
In the
Yeah.
morning or
Yeah.
at night?
at night. It's
Right.
nighttime.
Our
Might want
scouting hours. If I do say so myself.
That's cool.
Well, I've got a little bit of an idea to start us off with, possibly.
Okay. Wow, cool.
So that was it.
Yeah, that was
Heavy? Haha.
yeah.
Let me just go out in the woods and see if I can't figure anything out with the area. You know what I'm
I said
saying?
they were impervious to scrying, but the good old-fashioned sniffing should.
Well, I'm not gonna do that. What I want to do is I just want to go into the woods right outside and basically commune with nature.
Okay. Tell me what that does for you.
So commune with nature it can be done as a ritual.
Normally they're not that loud.
So you briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. In the outdoors, the spell gives you knowledge of the land within 3 miles of you.
Okay.
It gives you knowledge of caves and other natural underground settings. However, the radius only goes 300 feet deep into those.
Okay, right.
The spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as in dungeons and towns.
Right.
And you instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area: terrain, bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples, which that would just be the elves, would be the peoples probably. Powerful celestials, fae, fiend, elementals, or undead. Influence from other planes of existence and buildings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head out into the woods. You do the commune with nature. The first thing, of course, that comes across to you is this enclaves of the elves is very much in tune with nature. They've really built their village so that it doesn't damage the trees and things along those lines. They're very much working with the trees. You detect up in the trees that there's lots of little places where they live. Most of them have been made from branches that have been made to grow in such a way to form walls and roofs and stuff like that. It's really kind of nice. And you get that there's probably around 200, maybe 300 elves here. You do sense an area off to the east a bit where you can sense that there's a lot of magic, and that's the area that's kind of the least natural. You think that's maybe where the wizards do their stuff. They probably got a tower or something like that, and so it's the least in tune with nature. You realize that this valley probably is about 10-mile radius, so you can't get all of it, but you can definitely get where you are. There's a road that heads south, normal animals. You don't detect anything really unusual.
Okay.
Until you detect something that is definitely not the elves here in the craftsman's area. You think that there's probably about 4 or 5 people who are not of this group of elves there.
So just for, fairness sake,
Mhm.
I wouldn't necessarily know like the number of people or like people or
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. You can definitely detect that there's someone in the craftsman's area that's not from here.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't, because again, the elves really fit with the nature of the area. They're very much working with it. This group of people do not. They're almost against the nature of the area, is what you actually feel.
Okay.
So there's somebody at the craftsman's area that seems to be, I don't know.
Yeah, when you come back, you'll find us at the craftsman area.
Oh yeah, they're
I was
definitely.
the same thing. Oh, it's us. Hello.
So after I ritually do that, and I inform you guys, well, there's some streams going that way and different things, and I wait till last, just like that. And I'm like, what? The craftsman area? Kind of weird, not gonna lie. Could be something going on over there. Definitely
Yeah,
feels like.
We're gonna set up the trap thing there, right? That's where we're.
I guess so.
This is what you see in the craftsman circle. It looks like the trees are actually, they've hollowed out the trees, and that's where they kind of are lived. Of course, nobody's here right now. And what you see instead are burned marks, scars on the side of the trees, doors.
I would like to stealth before we go.
Okay, make a stealth check.
I would not.
Yeah,
I trust nature.
I got an 18.
You come in through kind of the eastern road. What's your passive perception?
22.
Okay, cool. What you see moving through the middle of the clearing are what look like 6 drow.
I cast Drow Instant Defecation.
It's great stuff.
That's good.
They're already there.
Yes. They are moving sneakily, but because Avriel is pretty observant,
so I don't see
he can kind of point out to you where they are, and you see them kind of standing in the darkness. If you have a passive perception of 15 or higher, you can see them. Okay.
Okay.
I have like doop de doop de doo.
So
are they? Where?
see
them. Dark. Damn.
oh,
You look at the wrong one.
okay. If we're going,
Let's pop out.
all right. I am
Perception 10. Do I need to roll?
this little cluster right here. It might even hit that one out there.
Here, let me get you on there. You guys have surprise, so yeah, you can get a surprise round. They don't know you're there, as far as you can tell. All right, so who's doing this? This
This is a 20-foot radius that I'm going to sort of center around that cluster,
Yeah. Okay.
casting Ice Storm.
All right. How much damage does it do?
1.
That is 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder each. They have to make a dexterity saving throw, take 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 46 cold damage, or half on a
All right.
success.
So Dex say
46.
what's their DC?
16.
Okay. One of them made it. The other 4 did not. Okay. And of course, the guy off to the side, you didn't get either, but that's okay. So how much damage?
It's 2d8 and 46.
Wow.
The one that made it will take half.
Okay.
That's a big spell.
So that's a 6 and a 7 on the d8s.
Right.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Okay. That's the bludgeoning, and then this is the cold damage. 4 plus 6
Yeah.
plus 1 plus 3.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
They are all dead.
What the hell?
They're drow. They're regular drow. They had like 13 hit points.
I thought this was going to be a fight.
Well, that's because we just did a fight, so
Yeah.
we're like,
So you do Ice Storm, and these guys, they look up. Well, they're women. They look up and knock to the ground and frozen and just okay. The one drow over here sees what's happened, takes his short swords, throws them down on the ground, throws his pistol crossbows down, and goes, "Stop! Stop! I'm a friend."
Damn it.
And he stops and he looks down like he's not even looking at you, puts his hands where you can see him.
Hey.
Yeah. He says, "Stop!
I mean,
stop!
Uh-huh.
What's your business here?
I was looking for, I guess, you. It was the only way I could get into the clearing was with this group.
Why are you looking for us?
I know where the drow force is hiding.
were all of you here to tell us that,
Were they-
or were you infiltrating?
No, just me. Just me.
Okay.
They were. She said,
my point doctor was happy they're dead.
he says, "No, just me. Just me." He
She's
says,
gonna just
they were
racially profile a bunch of people.
They were trying to see if there was anything here that they could steal,
It is a
just
good
kind of
idea.
mopping up. But I was trying to sneak into the town to find anyone I could tell.
What's your name?
My name is Slinto.
I want an insight check in.
Okay,
Oh.
roll it.
Let's see. Where's my insight?
I'm going to cast Produce. Obviously.
So that's a 19 insight?
He seems legit, unless he's really good at lying. He seems legit.
Let's say I believe you for now.
Okay.
Insight check.
Are you inciting me or him?
I do want to incite him. I only roll a 4.
Okay, you're pretty sure he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Both of them are. All right.
I wanted to roll it because
Well, I can't imagine traipsing around with you. The other elves might shoot on sight, kind of like we did.
Well,
We may need to disguise you, unless you're going to lead us right there.
well, it's a little. I mean, I could. It's a couple hours away, but I could lead you there now.
Plan.
I mean, yeah.
Or it's better to attack during the
Are we
day.
going on in our?
Probably during the day, as drow, we're not so good in the day.
Spell point.
I could still lead you there.
What about supposed
Are we going in on our own? Or are we looking for? I mean,
Yeah, we
we
got
got
some
a long
hours.
rest before coming here.
Yeah, we had like 12 hours.
That was my only spell that I've expended.
Unless you've been over doing all kinds of stuff,
She
Yeah.
has
I haven't.
she can cast it.
I've just been picking stuff up as we go.
He says, I could take you now. In fact, if we did, we might even get the chance of surprise.
Do you know when their next plan of attack is?
2 days. They were planning to possibly hit. They're staying away from the wizard's tower because the wizards are really scary. They were planning to hit one of the living clearings again.
Or do I ambush that instead? And then we go attack them?
Or do we want to ambush them before they do that,
Before they do.
but tomorrow?
I mean, we should at least let the people here know that the plan is.
Well, they're not going to trust this guy.
They don't even trust us.
Fair.
I don't know. That
They
I
trust
this
Miriam.
guy. We'll tell Miriam then.
Yeah, we can handle it. Let's just go now.
He says, okay, look, my weapons are there. You can take them. This guy looks legitimately like he doesn't want you guys to kill him because he just watched 5 of his
How
compatriots.
nice are these weapons?
Well, they're drow weapons. But they're not the nice drow weapons because they're out.
He's also a dude, so.
Yeah, true. They are a matriarchal society. They're short swords. He's got pistol crossbows. He's got leather armor. Nothing fancy. It's black and gothic looking, and that's pretty much it.
Well,
What about the side one of that armor? Just
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah. They're actually wearing chainmail. It's kind of like little thin links, but it is chainmail, and they're wearing short swords, and they got helmets. He doesn't even have a helmet.
Is their stuff any good?
It's
Would you like their
Seems
stuff?
like a.
It might be an upgrade for you.
no. It's okay. He said, "Look, if I can help you get there, I'm fine."
So you trust this guy?
I think he's telling the truth. I don't know what your angle is. Why do you want to betray your own people?
Have you ever seen what they do to drow who are born a man?
Oh, I don't know much about the drow.
It's pretty terrible.
Mm.
Besides, I don't like killing innocent people.
Is that check?
Yeah,
What do you say his name was?
Dritz? Is this Dritz to Arden?
Yeah.
As a young lad? Yeah, I got a 7. Yep. This is a stand-up guy.
He says, I'm okay with maybe defending yourself or sometimes a little harmless raiding, but this has gone too far. They're just killing people. And I understand that maybe they hate these elves, but these elves didn't do anything to them.
If you're coming with us, you might need to defend yourself, too. So,
As long as you're okay with it, you're not going to kill me if I pick up my
are y'all
weapons.
okay with it?
I mean, we'll kill you if you turn on us.
Oh,
It
I
will
have
be
no
so
intention of
easy.
turning.
You saw what just happened. And
Right,
that was one of
no
us.
I mean, it would be so fucking easy.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to pick up my short swords and put
And he'll
them in
make you
the scabbard.
dance first. He'll be humiliated.
And so he picks up his short swords, he very carefully puts them into his scabbards, takes the pistol crossbows, puts them across his back, and he says, okay, look, if you wouldn't mind, if you're going to take me to where the rest of the elves are, I would prefer you to tie my hands so that they don't think I'm going to hurt them.
That's why we like you.
And he says,
Well,
yeah.
We should probably wait to give him his weapons back then. So
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I
Seem
really
fine.
don't want them to kill me.
They are pretty pissed. Well, we'll just.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we
Can we get
just
a
say
message
that.
back to Miriam without going there?
I mean, if I can get within 100
Sending spell
feet
or
of her, I
something.
can message her.
You can get that. Right?
He's got
I mean, you didn't travel that far. You're probably okay. I'll go ahead and say you were within 100 feet of her because
We can
I mean,
camp out in one of these houses, and some people can go tell Miriam, and then we'll
I mean,
keep back
here's
up
the
and
thing.
go.
We can just tell them that we'll commute with nature and that we got
We
the
found the
where to
location.
go. We don't have to tell them how we got the information.
We could
We'll
send
still
this
have a
guy.
lead.
We could send this guy to the safe town of Stonegate, and he could live there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I don't have any skin in the game for
I mean, we sent Reginald there.
Oh,
I wouldn't want to give them
Well,
quality
not there,
from.
but
Is the only
It's true,
thing.
yeah.
So Reginald is probably going to be our only hope. in
He
taking
definitely
down
is.
these-
It is.
like great paladins.
He's already building an army
Can,
right now.
can you send a crane to him?
I will try eventually.
Yeah.
I'm going to scry on that man.
Well, be careful what you might see. Don't do anything.
So yeah, that's just my suggestion.
What exactly was the suggestion? There's a whole lot of talking in that,
That
so.
we don't necessarily take him before the other elven people because I think that they would just, based on the mood.
So are you taking him back to the inn or what?
I think we should stash.
Yes.
I'll wait in one of these rooms with him for y'all can go to Miriam and come back.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to go to Miriam.
All right. There is one of the buildings that's a little better shape that you can actually go in and it won't be cold.
So we'll hide out in there.
Yeah, it looks like it is
That's
actually.
very much in the
Yeah.
This is the craft center, right?
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, I'm not leaving this place. This is where I want to go anyway, so.
Okay, so you're gonna stay with
So
Ariel and
go back.
Slintell.
Yeah, I'm gonna offer my hand like, my name's Gabriel Lacoste.
He shakes your hand and says, "Well, I'm glad you didn't kill me out of hand and just we're willing to listen."
It was close. If you'd have been 10 feet
sure, I'm
further
sure.
that way, it could have been a different conversation.
I hear you.
As a no conversation.
Yeah. Who's heading back? You.
I'm staying as well.
Okay, you're staying as well. So you three are. All right. So it takes you maybe about probably about 5 minutes to get back to the inn clearing. You head inside the inn, and you notice that Miriam must have already gone to her room. You're gonna head down the hallway to where the rooms are. All right. You head through the doorway where the innkeeper had gone before, and there's like 4 doors on each side of the hall, and then it kind of turns. You notice that 6 of the doors are open, and you can see that there's a glowing stone sitting on the table in each one. You notice that one of the doors is closed. Well, actually, there's 2 of the doors that are closed.
Do we know which ones are? I guess we don't know which ones are out.
Right.
Yes, knock on the door.
Okay. First door you knock on, you hear a noise from inside, and you kind of, who is it? Sounded like Miriam.
Hey, it's Elias, and y'all come with me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she says, "Hold on." And so a minute goes by, and the door opens a little bit, and you can see she's got a robe on, and she says, and what's going on?"
We got some intelligence on where the drow.
Oh,
We have a
should we call the wizards and let them know?
So it happens to be intelligence from a drow, so we're not sure.
At which point you can see kind of little question marks go off on her head, and she
Yeah.
goes, "Wait, so a drow told you where the rest of the drow
Yes,
are?"
a male drow. He said something like they get treated like awful, so he doesn't like them.
And she says, "I've heard that.
And so we
You trust this drow?"
yeah, as far as you can trust a drow. I mean,
Makes
it's
sense.
it's the only lead we have so far. So
seems uniquely motivated to survive, and we actually demonstrated
Yeah.
that it would be very easy to make
Like-
that not possible for him.
Arlen might have just japed like a whole bunch of them. Like
Right.
They are drow, and they have been killing people around here. So
she just and so
Miriam doesn't seem terribly upset.
yeah, so it's like and so we're he said that they're coming to attack someplace here in a couple days. Is that right? Is that
We say in the
Did he say
residential
exactly
district
The residential district.
in about 2
There's
days.
several residential clearings, but if he can tell us exactly which one, we
Yeah.
can make sure that it's defended.
Yeah,
We'll
so
find that
we'll
out.
find out and get that information back to you. Or I guess we are we going
Our
to?
concern was, and we wanted to get your advice on this because you know these people better than we do. We think that if we take him before them in the current climate, that they would probably just kill him right away, and
Well,
we want to use him.
Probably they wouldn't. And here's why I say that. They're wizards. I mean, they're not the kind of people who are just gonna, offhand gonna kill somebody.
I mean, normally,
family
but I was
just
just
killed
thinking
that.
about Rena's whole
Well,
family.
right.
So
That
it's-
was the one who was okay, yeah, but the only thing I've really heard from Yellen about Rena is that she's really fallen kind of into a pit of despair. You have to understand that Rena is very, very old. Her family was about probably 20 elves, and they killed all of them. And she's not so much angry as just sad, broken. I don't even think that she would try and kill this guy. Last time I heard, she would kind of locked herself in her quarters in the tower and hadn't seen anybody in a while.
mean, if it would be better to coordinate with them, we might get more resources. That's a possibility. I just didn't want.
Well,
our
so
one
does he
lead
know
to
where
get-
does he know where their camp is, or?
He's offered to lead us there, so that was going to be our next move.
And you were thinking either trap them when they come for the residential area, or preemptive
Just
strike.
Possibly both, alert the locals about the.
We should have asked him how many there were, because that would have been a good thing to know where we
Would be a
go.
good thing to know.
Marion looks at you and says, I don't think we even need to talk to the wizards about this. I think probably the best course of action would be just to handle this group of drow and then let them know that the threat is over with. So you've got him hidden somewhere or tied up somewhere?
As I've realized, somewhere close to outside of town.
Okay. Well, good. Keep me posted on what you decide to do, but don't tell me too much because I don't want to be able to give anything away.
Alright, well,
And she heads.
before she goes, I will say, if we're not back within a day, they should be notified of the attack. Just, I'll try to send you a message with the exact location when I find out.
Okay, sounds good. And she goes back in her room and closes the door. And that's probably a good place to end for right now. It is 6:41, and I know. Hey, thanks for tuning in for the Saga of Stonegate. If you enjoyed our intro music, it's by a group called Overburden, and the song is Round 2, which seemed kind of appropriate since it's our second podcast involving RPGs. If you enjoyed our podcast and would like to support us, head on over to Patreon and look for Mike the GM. We have several different tiers of support, and one of them actually gives you access to our battle maps. And the highest level tier gives you the battle maps and my game master notes. So check us out.